It has to be changed. Back camera.
This mute microphone से highlight. Now people are there. Yeah, I'll just.
कल्याणवृद्धिं कुरु मे गृहे श्री विभूतिवृद्धिं कुरु मे गृहे श्री
समस्त सन्मंगलानि भवन्तु। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम तत्सतु। सर्वं श्री जगदम्बार्पणमस्तु। सर्वं श्री गुरुचरणार्पणमस्तु। मङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके देवी नारायणि नमोऽस्तु ते।
I think this mic is not required at all. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Hasanmukhaya Vidmahe Prema Rupaya Dhimahi Tanno Virajananda Prachodayatu Om Amrutahastaya Vidmahe Mahashakti Netraya Dhimahi Tanno Apadi Prachodayatu. It's most auspicious day today. Three things very, very auspicious. First of all, today is Krishna Janmashtami. Ashtami, Krishna Janmashtami. Second one, it is the Jayanti, the birthday of my Guruji, Swami Virijananda Saraswati. He was born on Krishnashtami. And in the third one is one more Guru who has given me this Lakshmi Hrudaya Rahasya, Naranashrama Swamiji. He has left his physical body on this day. So all these three cases, it is Aradhana day for Naranashrama Swamiji. It is the Jayanti for Swami Virijananda Saraswati, and the same time Krishnashtami and the Krishna Jayanti. That is why we are truly blessed to be here on this occasion. And this is the first overseas satsanga that has been conducted. I want to tell you one, you be relaxed. Don't have any such formalities like that. You be relaxed for some time with me. I quote you one incident which touched my heart. There was one cardiac surgeon by name Shailesh Mahita, you might have heard. He was a great cardiac surgeon in Baroda. He was so specialized that whatever the surgery he used to conduct, successful, without any doubt. He is such a famous cardiac surgeon. He is about 69 or 70. After his education up to 30 years, he has practiced for 40 years, and he is almost at the age of 70. And under him there were many surgeons. They used to conduct the surgery, and the complicated one which they could not conduct, this Shailesh Mehta used to conduct. Once it happened, he was sitting in his chamber. A couple came to his chamber. Probably he is 35 and wife may be 30. They entered. The doctor, as usual, he has not asked them to sit because they had not observed any formalities. They had not gone to the church, they have directly come to him. So he looked at them. Then they placed a file before the doctor. Even then the doctor had asked them to sit. Just the doctor looked at them and started looking to the file. That file is the medical report of the kid of those couples. She is 5-year-old girl. Doctor again and again gone through that file. He found that the report says that the kid, little kid of 5 years, has a hole in her heart. A hole is there in her heart. Again and again, doctor was so curious, surgeon Shailesh Mehta. He gone through the file again and again and said, then he asked the couples to sit. Come, sit. Those couples sat. He said, I am sorry. This report is very clear. This child may live for another 6 months only. And he then told, we can have a surgery for this, but the success rate of the surgery is only 30%. We cannot assure anything. Many times in this type of complicated cases, we found that death is on the table itself. So it is up to you to take a decision what you want to do. If the surgery is conducted, the success rate is 30%. If no medicine, no the surgery is conducted, she will live only up to 6 months. As usual, all the parents want their child to grow before them. They are having so many dreams about the children and that affection. And these parents were good devotees. Then the wife told, Doctor, we accept for the surgery, you go ahead. Doctor again told, you just think over it, is just 30% is the success rate. Then the parents told, whatever it may be, we believe in God. Let the surgery. Then the doctor called the receptionist. They looked into the file. They have given a date after 2 months because doctor is so busy. Then the surgery came. Before the surgery date, 3 days in advance, they have admitted this child to the hospital because they have to look to the various other aspects like pulse rate, the sugar, the blood pressure, etc., etc. So child was in the ward. Surgery has to take place after 3 days. Every evening to say many stories of the God and Goddess and the divine stories. The day of surgery came. Everything is all right. The junior doctors and the nurses are all okay. The child is made to sleep on the operation table. Then the doctor Shailesh Mehta entered the OT, operation theatre, and he said all the computers, everything is working well. He said, is it okay? Shall we go ahead? Okay, doctor. Then the surgeon said, okay. Then the nurses came. They put him the gloves, the mask, etc. The doctor then went to the operation table where this little girl is made to sleep on that. It is the usual practice. The doctor smiles at them to give the confidence. Shailesh Mehta went near the table and smiled. The child also smiled. Okay, the doctor said, Doctor, you are going to conduct surgery to my heart, is it not? The doctor said, no, don't worry. We will take care, don't worry, my child. That's not the doctor. I have one question in my mind. Then what's that? Doctor, you are going to cut my heart, isn't it? Oh, don't worry. It will not be painful to you. We will give anesthesia and we will take all medical care. You just be happy, nothing to worry, don't worry. That's not the doctor. Then what is that? Now the doctor got irritation. So, then what's the matter? Then the little girl said, Doctor, my mom used to tell me always, that God is there in everyone's heart. When you cut open my heart and after the surgery, can you please tell me how the God is there in my heart? Please. Doctor was stunned for a while because he has not believed the God so far. He has believed his intelligence, his capability, and his capacity, but has never believed the God. This little girl of 5 is saying, Doctor, when you cut open my heart after the surgery is over, can you please tell me how the God is there in my heart? It's such a question. He stunned. Okay, okay, don't worry. He could not reply anything. Okay. Then the whole, he said, okay, let's commence. Lights on, lights were on, and everything went on. The operation started. It's a major operation for 3 hours. But after 45 minutes, the surgeon looked at the computers. The pulse rate has gone down. The temperature has gone down. Everything has come below the normal. The surgeon stopped the operation and looked at the computers again. He could not tolerate. Then he told, I'm sorry, the child is died on the table. He declared, I'm sorry, the child is died on the table. Then again, he looked at the face of the child. It is ringing in his ears that words of the little girl, Doctor, my mom has told that God is there in everyone's heart. After surgery, you cut open my heart. After surgery, can you please tell me how the God is there in my heart? For the first time, drops of comes from the eyes of the surgeon. For the first time in his 70 years of life, he has never cried. A few drops came. Then he said, okay. He went to the wash basin, washed the hands. Come on. The nurses came and removed the gloves. The doctor sat for a while in his chair and he said, okay, go ahead with other things. The Shailesh Mehta started to go out of the operation theatre. He was about to go out. Then the junior doctor called, Doctor, please don't go. Shailesh Mehta third, what happened? Doctor, everything is coming to the normal. Pressure, the pulse rate is coming up. The temperature is coming up. Everything. Then also, Shailesh Mehta felt, oh, some physical, he never felt that is God. Oh, some physical changes might have taken place. It's good. Very nice. He came back and sat in his chair for 10 minutes. Then he observed everything is coming to the normal. Oh, very nice. Some physical change might have taken place. It's very nice. Okay? Then you can move ahead. Okay, doctors. Again, they started continuing the operation. Then the operation took for another 2 hours. Totally 2 hours 45 minutes. Then the doctor surgeon Shailesh Mehta declared, the operation is successful and this child can live for another 50 years, 50 years without any problem. He came back to his chamber. The words of the little girl were ringing his ears. Doctor, my mom used to tell, God is there in everyone's heart. You cut open my heart for surgery. After the surgery is over, can you please tell me how the God is in my heart? He gone home. And the next day, coming back to his hospital, he brought the photo of a Durga Mata and kept his chamber. And now, whenever he wants to go to the surgery, he goes before that photo with folded hands. He used to pray, oh God, I'm only an instrument in your hand. You do whatever you want to do. This is very important because so far in his 70 years of life, he never uttered the name of the God. He felt that every success is because of his capability, his education, his capacity. Now he has understood. And he says every day, "Oh God, I'm only an instrument in your hand. You do whatever." The little child has thought the great surgeon Shailesh Mehta, what is God? My dear ones, you believe it, accept it. You obey or you disobey. It makes no difference. But one thing is sure and certain. There is one power which makes all our life, each moments of our life. And that power is called the divine power, and that divine power is called the God. That divine power is called the God. Whether you accept it or not, that is the truth. Since immemorial time, and because we cannot approach that power directly, because it has no name, it has no form, then how to approach that? That's why they started giving the name and form to that power called the divine power with various names called Shiva, Krishna, Jesus, Durga, etc. Actually, it is that divine power that plays a very vital role in each one's life, and that is the God. Since immemorial days, this process of how to reach this power, how to reach this power, that was going on. Many rishis, great persons, conducted penance to in search of that power. That whole power or the energy which is responsible for the existence of this, that is called as the God. This is one aspect. Later on, what happened to us for this generation? What is God? Because the way in which we were brought up, because we are in such a situation, now we have come to a conclusion, God is there for only worship. We can pray God, chant something, do some vratas, do some pujas, visit some holy places. What for all? It is only God is there to take all our worship. That's the conclusion. To that day we have come. But the reality is that God is not just for to take your worship or the prayers. Actually, it is a big and a great and a divine entity which can respond to your stimuli. At this juncture, I want to tell that since childhood, only 3 persons are guiding me, and my Guru Sadguru Swami Virijananda Saraswati has shown me 3 persons, that is Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Srimati Sharda Devi, Swami Vivekananda. They are the guiding factors. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says once, he asked some questions also. Because he is the person who lived with Kali, who talked to the Kali. That's why he is very important for us. And he has shown the way how we can reach that. He was quoting, I was in the childhood itself, I used to remember that one incident this has led me to this spiritual life. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says, one mother is there. She is cooking the food. And the rice is boiling. The little one, the kid, which was sleeping, got up and started crying. Then Ramakrishna Paramahamsa asks the question, what the mother does now? The mother may say like this, okay, let it get up, no problem. After the cooking of the rice is completely over, she covers it with a plate, puts off the stove, and then goes and take the child. Is it so? No, it will not be like that. When the mother comes to know that her child has got up and crying, she never bothers about the rice. She puts off the stove and then goes and takes the baby to her hands. This is what an ordinary mother and all mothers do. If an ordinary mother can do all these things, not bothering about the rice, but taking care of the child, we call Jaganmata, Ma. Then don't she hear to our words? She is not kind enough? Are we not her child? Whether she bothers to us or not? And if she may say, oh, it is this prarabdha karma of this child, get it? Does it? Whether she says like? He puts a very strong question at this juncture. If that mother says like this and neglects us, can we call her as a divine mother? An ordinary mother takes care of the child like this. Then the great mother, mother of the mother, whether she is so negligent? No, it is not so. Immediately answer, it is not like that. It is not like that. She takes care. She takes care. This truth, in search of this truth, we started our journey about the 20 years back. So our concept, we have based our everything on two concepts. That in Kannada we say, Bhagavanta Kevala Pujisuva Murti alla adondu Pratispandisuva Maha Chaitanya. God is there not to take just our worship. It is a great entity which responds to our stimuli. It responds us. Then what we have to do? The next question. That is the second concept. So what mantra we have to... Suddenly when I say something like this, suddenly the questions comes, what mantra we have to chant, what yajna we have to do, which forest we have to go, which river we have to... Then in the Lalita Sahasranama it is given that Bhavani Bhavanagamya. The presumptions, the feelings, the emotions, there are so many words in English, but which is not equivalent to Bhavana. How you presume, that is that only. So with the presumptions, the great divine presumptions also, we can reach the... So Ramakrishna Paramahamsa had made it very, very clear that God is nothing, it is there, it is my mom. She takes care of me. She is with me. She is mother of mother. The mother who has given this body is the mother for this life. But Kali is my mother for my many, many lives. That being so, how we can approach, that is the thing. And he instituted the new concept which went on in our life. You treat the God as not a separate entity. Love is there. Everyone have love. They love their mother, they love their father, love husband, love wife, love children, love brothers. You extend the same love to the God. That is what the Ramakrishna, this is the speciality. That is the teachings, how we can reach to the gift. The same love, the ordinary love, which you are giving to the others in the society, you extend the same to the God. That's the principle he has given to us. And with these principles only, he could able to go near Kali Ma. This is called as Bhavani Bhavanagamya. That is there in Lalita Sahasranama. Bhavani Bhavanagamya Bhavaranya Kutarika. This is the concept of Bhavani Bhavanagamya. By the real presumptions only, you will get all these things. This is what Ramakrishna Paramahansa. To make it very clear, I will take another 2-3 minutes on this aspect, that a lady of 50 years came with a little child in her arms to Ramakrishna Paramahamsa and said, "Oh Master, what shall I do? The parents of this child has gone to Bihar in search of job. And this little child is with me. And I have to feed the child. And I have to make bath to this. And I have to take care of the child. Hence I cannot do any japas or any spiritual practices at all. Then what is my fate?" Then Ramakrishna Paramahamsa gives a beautiful suggestions to that lady. And thus the suggestion is not only for that lady, it is for all of us, how to be in our life. He says, "Oh, you are bathing your child every day? Your grandchild? Very nice. So far, while giving that child the bath, you were thinking that you are giving the bath to your grandchild. From tomorrow also, you do one thing. While giving the bathing to your child, you are giving bath to Krishna. Then it becomes the Abhisheka." This is what the Bhavani Bhavana. The same child, so far, you are treating it as your own grandchild and doing everything. From tomorrow onwards, you do the same thing with the presumption that you are giving the bath to the Krishna. Similarly, you used to feed your child. So far, you are thinking it is your grandchild. From tomorrow onwards, you feed him. "Oh, I am feeding Krishna." That is Nevedyam. And so far, you are talking to the child and playing with the child. You do the same thing. But from tomorrow onwards, you feel that you are talking to Krishna. That is Ashtottara. By doing all these things, that lady got the Kaivalya. This is what Paramahamsa has given. This is what we are practicing today. You don't change your activity, you change your vision. You need not change your activity. You have to do whatever the assignment is given to you. We feel that the assignments are because I have selected this assignment. No, this is the assignment given by the God. You do that in a very perfect manner, but by doing that, you feel that you. That is what Ramakrishna Paramahamsa has done. Don't change your activity, you change your vision. Whatever you're doing, you change your vision. By changing the vision itself, we can reach that. That is Bhavani Bhavana. You can reach very well, very easily with the presumptions, whatever you are doing. This is not a new concept. This is a concept that what Krishna has given. Because it is the Krishnashtami, I have to tell this one thing also. Bhagavad Gita, it contains 700 shlokas. What for these 700 shlokas has been given by Krishna to Arjuna? Actually, Arjuna thrown all his weapons and with folded hands, he prayed Krishna, "Krishna, sorry, I cannot go with the war. You see, who are all standing before me? My great-grandfathers, my teacher, my juniors, my uncle. How I can kill them? I'm sorry, I cannot." Krishna is God. Is it not? He knows everything. Yes. Then what should Krishna have done? Krishna should have said to Arjuna, "Arjuna, well, you have realized that now this world is temporary. We have to leave everything. Come on, you did a good thing. I will take you to Himalayas and teach you the penance to reach the God." This should be the attitude, this should have been the attitude of Krishna. But what Krishna did? Krishna gave 700 shlokas not to throw away anything. The 700 shlokas in the Bhagavad Gita is to make Arjuna to take your bow and arrow and start fighting for that only. Krishna is well aware that this life is temporary and we have to reach. Not that he is not aware, but at the same time, he is teaching the mankind, do your duty. Do your duty. That is 700 shlokas says. But the whole Bhagavad Gita, it is there within 2 words of Sri Krishna. Do your duty. How? How you have to do your duty? Krishna says, Arjuna, come on, fight. How? Mamanusmara. Remembering me. That's all. Mamanusmara. Remembering me, you start fighting. He is giving us the message, you do your duty, remembering me. Remembering Mamanusmara. That's all. You do whatever it has been assigned to do. You be very happy with your family. You enjoy your life. Life is there. It is for you to make it divine and be happy. This life is to be happy life. It should not be a sorrowful life. Then how? You do whatever has been assigned to you, but with the name of God inside. That is what the message has been conveyed by Sri Krishna to the Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita. My search for this went for 20 long years. My Guruji Swamiji told, I was working as a deputy regional manager in a bank. He said, I wanted to resign and come to this field completely, to spiritual field. He said, no, that's not the purpose, Nagendra. I want to show you to the whole world, an ordinary person, a person working in the society can also reach the God. Now it has come to an assumption to the whole world, only those are sannyasis or sadhus and who live in Himalayas, they can only reach the God. That is not the concept. Each and every individual can reach the God. Whatever may be his position, whatever he is doing, he can. That I wanted to show you. Don't resign. You have to work till the last day of your service. At the same time, you have to practice it. That then you should be able to show to the whole world that it is possible even for an ordinary person can reach the God. That is my purpose behind you. That is what he was telling. And we were brought up in such a way that Swami Vivekananda, we are having just about 2 years back when this corona was in the peak and nobody is allowed to go outside, had courage to go outside. We started teaching Lalita Sahasranama through our WhatsApp group. We have started with a limited number. Now we are having more than 1,000 WhatsApp group with more than 3 lakh families. And in English also we have started in our vernacular language Kannada, but later it was request had come, we have started that in English also. Now we are having some 8 to 10,000 people who are practicing through in this English language. Now we want to get more concentration towards this English language also. There are many peoples all around the world, it is there. All around the world. Then what made them to accept this is that concept is that God is there and he responds to us. Many, you can call it as miracles are taking place. I never call it as a miracle. It's a divine play, I call it as. Not for 1 or 2, not for hundreds, not for thousands, but the lakhs of people are getting how the divine power is there, how it can change the whole life. So many lakhs together. You call it as miracles. That is going on every day. We are receiving such. Doctor said the cancer is in the fourth stage. I'm sorry, chemo is over, radiation over. You take care of them till they leave. I'm sorry. But after getting the blessings, after 1 month, when they got to another scanning, doctor was surprised to say cancer is completely cured. There is nothing symptoms of even that also. So many such cases. Yesterday it was reported that that lady is about 47 years, about nearing to menopause, and after 20 years, 5 years of married life, she had not got the issue. IVF and all other treatments, they had gone waste. Then only with the blessings she could able to conceive, and she is running with the fourth month. There are lakhs and lakhs of people, lakhs of such incidents are taking place. That's why people are attracted. Then before conclude, what is that happening? Many people are curious. What Appaji you are doing? Are you doing miracles? No. I do not wave my hand like this. Nothing will come. Only a pain will come to my eye. Then what is that? How it is possible? This is very curious. You are also very curious to know about this. This is what Swami Vivekananda says here. Actually, what we are trying to do, we are trying to put the words of the great masters into practice. Whether those words given by them are only to listen or to have a practicality in our life. That is my question that we have started about 2.5 years back after the blessings of me. That is how the past 18 years of my sadhana has been carried out in the next phase. That is about 2 years back we started practicing what the Ramakrishna Paramahamsa has told, what Swami Vivekananda has told, what let me put into practice. What he has told. Failure is not a crime but the low aim. Failure is not a crime but the low aim. You may fail, nothing to worry. But don't have a low aim. Then it gave me a push me. Why should not try all these things? Then we took the Vivekananda's words. Vivekananda says, Shrunvantu Vishve Amrutasya Putraha. Oh my Amruta Putras, listen to me. There is no guarantee that you will be born as human being in your next birth. It is what Swami Vivekananda says. There is no guarantee that you will be born as human being in your next birth. Then what we have to do here in this life? He continues, each soul is potentially divine. He says, each soul. It is not only the good people have the divine and all others. Each soul is potentially divine. Whether he is good or bad, he is a terrorist or a great person. No differentiation. Each soul is potentially divine. Okay, then what we have to do? He never says Atma Sakshatkara. He never says Moksha. He never says Bhagavad Sakshatkara. Nothing of that sort. Swami Vivekananda continues and says, invoke the divinity in each soul, and that is the purpose of life. That's all. Invoke that. Each soul is potentially divine. Invoke the divinity in each soul, and that is the purpose of life. Divinity is there in each and every one. You just to bring it out. That's all life. That's the aim of the life. That is what we are trying to do through our groups. Lalita. Here, Lalita Sahasrama, it's chanting. That is not the main aim. The main aim is how best we can pull out the divinity in each soul to that. And that is how the success is taking place. When they are joining our groups and they are following without their knowledge, the hidden divinity, what was there, it is not a new thing that what Appaji is giving to them. It is there within you already. And through this, the hidden divinity is coming out. when the hidden divinity is coming out, you are feeling so much of changes in your life, and you are calling it as miracles. You are saying Appaji is doing the miracles. It is not Appaji who is doing the miracles. It is your own divinity which was hidden in you that has been brought out. Then how it is possible? I am looking to the clock. I'm aware of the time also. I can have another 15 minutes to conclude before concluding. I can take another two.
Papa, you can have another half an hour.
Okay. My daughter is so gracious, generous to me, give me half an hour. So the next question, how it is possible? Let us go, let us be practical. Let us not go on saying some theories and theses. This is like that is like that is no, that is a no. Let us be very, very, very practical. Even with the God, we should be very practical. We should with the God also. Even the Jagannate whom I pray and live with her, even she comes and says something, I will ask her the 3 questions. Ma, you please answer me 3 questions, then only I accept you. No doubt you are a Jagannata, but I want answers. I want answers for 3 questions. Why, what, and how. Why, what, and how. Without getting answers for these things, I do not believe anything in my life. Till now, till my death. Simply saying some theories, it is like that, it is like that, it was like that, it will be like, no. You be practical and how it is. Then coming to Vivekananda's search to pull out the divinity, how it is possible and what you are doing. And our Vedanta says the Indian heritage and spiritual heritage gives the 3 steps for this. That is Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa. Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa. Shravana by hearing. By hearing, it can change. Not by reading the books. By reading the books, you may be more intellect, but nothing change takes place. I was telling Priya yesterday, you don't look only in the divine, everything is divine. But actually what is happening in each one's life, we are having 2 conscious. One is the outer conscious and another is the subconscious. Each one has 2 conscious. One is the outer, what are all we are doing in the outer conscious. But whatever happens in our life, it is because what is there in subconscious. This should never forget. Whatever you do in your outer conscious, that what takes place in your life is what is there in your subconscious. So if you want to change your life, we have to touch the subconscious and change. Then only the changes take place. Just go on doing this japa, doing this puja, you are doing everything outside, but could be able to change your subconscious. That is what we have gone through. And through our audios, that is why I always say, when you join the group, you have to go on to hearing to me. Just don't bother what Appaji says. Just hear. Because all words are divinely energized. We do not send simply some what is recorded. It is divine power that has been energized. That touches your heart and makes the subconscious changes. When the subconscious changes, everything outside changes. That is why if something good happens to one's life, it is not one change, the series of goods takes place. Because so far it was told in your subconscious. Now when the subconscious is, this subconscious change can take place with 3 men, Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa. Appaji, we are hearing so many, since birth we are hearing. Why not it is change? It is not just by hearing. It is through the hearing, the words should be supported and energized. This you have to understand. Without giving an example, it is very difficult to understand this. Swami Vivekananda, Whenever you touch me, only three names come: Vivekananda, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Srimad. He went to the Chicago for all religious conference. He is the last person to speak on the first day. Many people had spoken on that day, and he is there. Then they announced it. The organizers announced, now Swami Vivekananda, the head monk from India. The Vivekananda stood. Everyone is about to sleep because since morning they were hearing so many lectures. Then Swami Vivekananda said, my dear brothers and sisters of America, this is what he told. What happened? All the 7,000 gathering stood up simultaneously and clapped for 2 minutes continuously. What made them? Many analyze that all were using the ladies and gentlemen of America, and Swami Vivekananda has called as the brothers and sisters of America. That is why they clapped. No, it is not true. Because there is one great book called The Complete Works of Swami Vivekananda. If you go through, you will find out that he is not the first person to say, my dear brothers and sisters of America, on that particular day. Two had already addressed the gathering as that. He is the third one. But what made the people to, all the world, to get up and clap? It is not the words, my dear brothers and America, that made it to stand them and make them to wake up. The spirit, the spiritual power with the words. When he spoke, my dear brothers and sisters of America, it is not just words. That spiritual power, energized words that made the whole gathering to stood up and clap for 2 minutes. That means it is hearing that should have been energized. Real spirituality is not just to know how many things you know, how much you have read, how much collections are you are having in your brain, how many shlokas you have mug up in a Bhagavad Gita, nothing of that sort. Actual spirituality is the power. If you can able to have that, I have to tell this. I was telling Priya yesterday also. Even the modern science says energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but one form of energy can be converted into another form, and this is called as law of conservation of energy. The same thing, thousands of years back, our rishis were doing the same thing. So they were converting this divine power and putting to the mankind to change their life. When they were doing penance, they find so much of divine energy in this universe. But they had a thought, how best we can make use of this divine power for the welfare of the mankind. That was there. How far we can make use of this divine power to the welfare of the mankind. They had conducted so many experiments on this. They had conducted so many experiments on that. You are surprised. All countries, even today, they are conducting each and every minute the experiments on the various types of powers or the energy. It may be electrical energy, it may be solar energy, it may be atomic energy, it may be hydro energy, it may be wind energy. But there is only one country that has declared that there is one more power called the divine power, which can also be used for the welfare of the mankind. It is our Bharat. It is our proud Bharat who has invented that there is one more power called the divine power, which can also be used for the welfare of the mankind. That is why Bharat, India is called the Vishwaguru. It has shown to the whole world there is one more power called the divine power, which can also be used for the welfare of the mankind. Just before concluding, I want to give you some hints about this. Previously, thousands of years back, there used to be war. There used to be war. How the war is taking place? With bow and arrows. What is an arrow? It's a metal stick, metal rod with a triangle in front. when it was shoot, it used to hit somebody. Whether that type of war is taking place in those days? No. You have to understand, when the arrow is ready with the bow, what they were doing, they used to chant Agni mantra and energize that arrow with Agni Shakti, Agni power. Then he used to shoot it. Then what would have written? Agnastra. The same rod which you call as an arrow, if you energize, if you are able to energize it, Varuna Shakti, that will have become Varunastra. If the same piece of stick, metal stick, if you could able to energize it with Subramanya, Naga Shakti, then it have become Nagastra, Subramanyastra. So many experiments they were conducted. How this divine power can be converted and used for the welfare of the mankind. The rishis in those times used to sit for penance, but demons used to come and destroy their penance. What these rishis were doing, they were not got up and took a sword and started fighting with them. Never. They never got up. Just they took one grass. They used to energize with the divine power and throw it before the demons. That one grass used to defeat all the demons. That is the divine power. We have forgotten how best we can make use of it. That's the tragedy of it. And even if I say all these things, is it so? Is it possible? We are so curious. It's our own asset. It is our own power. We have forgotten, because all the physical powers has become true to us. We have forgotten our divine power which is there within us. It is not only for moksha, not only for your salvation. It is for each and everyday life. You can also make use of this divine power. That is possible. This is the blessings given by our ancestors to us. But we have totally become unaware of all these things. That is being going on. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa used to tell, thank you. He gives one example. You want to know about the milk, M-I-L-K, milk. You may read, this is what Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says. You may read so many books on milk. Can you understand the milk? Or you may hear so many lectures on milk. Milk is like that, it is white in color, it formed like this, where you get, etc., etc. Can you understand what is milk? He says, you may go through the books and books on milk, you will not understand what is milk. You may hear so many lectures on milk, you will not understand what is milk. But by hard efforts, you get a cup of milk, you drink, then only you will understand what is milk. Until and unless you drink what is, you will not understand what is milk. Similarly, this is nothing but what Swami Vivekananda has told. God is there not for an explanation, but for an experience. God is there not for an explanation, but for the experience. You have to experience the God. Then only you will understand what is God. I may sit here in Dublin for 1 month and give you lectures for 1 month. God. No. Can you understand? No. But if you could able to have an experience, then you will understand what is God. Then what is that experience? Sitting, calling it as a meditation, and get experiences. Don't mistake me. I do not believe this, because 99% people get sleep, deep sleep, sitting. They learned how to get deep sleep while sitting, and they call it as a meditation. And they feel that they have got so much. Everyone who gets the sleep, they will get the nice. They say, we have, oh, very nice. My meditation was so nice today. I become so calm. Even after a great sleep, you will always become. I'm not degrading. That experience I do not like. The experience, the whole world has left you, and everywhere one says, I am helpless, we are helpless. Then there is one power called the divine power, which comes and says to you, don't worry, my child, I am here with you. It will pull up you. That is called as an experience. Everyone faces challenge in the life. Everyone faces one day or the other. And the world says, I'm sorry, we are helpless. We cannot help you at this moment. But that divine power comes and says, so, my dear, don't worry. I am your mom. I am always there you. Doctor has declared, I'm sorry, this is the first cancer, everything is over. We are now helpless. But the divine power said, no, I am with you. There are so many incidents. Then these experiences can only give you an understanding of God, that experience. Therefore, God is, so we believe on these paths and we are moving ahead. God is there not for an explanation, it is for an experience. Then, I may go on telling all these things for hours together. Again, what it becomes? You are hearing something about the milk which you cannot understand. I may go on saying, oh, divine is like this. Krishna told like this. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa told like this. Vivekananda has told like this. Again, it becomes a theory. Can you understand anything out of it? You can get some information, but you will not have an experience of the divine. So, our aim of satsanga is to make the people to have an experience. Only when you have an experience, then only you can have a better understanding of what is that. Better understanding of what is that. I used to tell in a casual way in many satsangas. I am very happy. There are only a limited persons here, and who are very much interested. They are not bothered even if I speak for another 1 hour. Don't think like that. I will. I will. Then I may take this opportunity to tell you Brahma Satya Jagan Mithya. I can give you lecture for 1 hour, 1.5 hours on Brahma Satya Jagan Mithya. You are so curiously hearing to my words. Then afterwards you say, Appaji, really you put forth your words in such a fantastic way. It touched my heart, Appaji. Brahma Satya Jagan Mithya. It is so nice, Appaji. I have heard this from various others, but I could not able to catch so much what you have given to us. I'm very happy, Appaji. It is so nice. Then I call you. Okay? You are happy? I will give you akshata to go home. My blessings is there. Then when you come to receive the akshata, what you tell? Appaji, what my child? You know, my third daughter is already 31. She has not got married. My second son, he had an MS in Australia. He could not get a nice job here. He's sitting in the home. Do you know, Appaji, how it is painful to see my son here? He is there in my house without any job for the past 6 months. He has studied so much. Appaji, you do something to my child. Then I say, my child, Brahma Satya, Jagan Mithya. Appaji, Brahma Satya, Jagan Mithya is true, Appaji. But what about my third daughter and my second son? Then I again say, my child, Brahma Satya, Jagan Mithya. Then you will get irritation. What, Appaji, you are telling Jagan Mithya? I know it is true. I am the person who is suffering. Just because you sit here and say Jagan Mithya will not occur, Appaji. Silent, you will go even without accepting the akshata. That is the hard reality. Because This is what Swami Vivekananda has told. Don't teach Vedanta to the hungry people. If I cannot give you and in small experience of what is divinity, then how far all these Vedantas will come to true in your life? It will become only the bookish and only the theories, very pleasant to hear. So our main aim, at least one should have such a small, at least a small experience of that, what is divine. Then automatically they will come to the other part also. That is the meaning. That is how we are being go on conducting various satsangas at various places. In India, we have covered many states, and this is the first abroad. Probably December we have been invited by Dubai, and April onwards, many people are there in America. They have formed one team to invite, and they want me to stay for at least 2 to 3 months so that I should visit all, starting from Washington to the last. They want that it is. So, giving an experience is more important than telling you the theory for many days, which do not serve the purpose. For that, what I am doing, with this I conclude my talk. And then we could have go to the Kumkumarchana, later then Pada Puja, then saying goodbye. You can have your prasadam and go. This is how total it will have to be covered within 12:30, maximum another half an hour. We have to go with that. I may go on saying so many things. That is why, actually, Appaji, you bless us, you bless me, bless me, bless me. What is that blessing means? Blessing means nothing but passing of divine power from one to another is called the blessings. Otherwise, it is only a wish. Oh, you do something, you will get something, you will get any issue. That may be a wish. But there is a lot of difference between a wish and a blessing. The blessings has to take place. The wish may take place, may not take place. In many times it will not take place. Blessing is like that. Once it is blessed, it has to happen. Why? Because the blessings is the passing of the divine power from one to another. That is called as the real blessings. I am here to bless you, not to wish you anything. It has to take place. Then only you will understand what is that divine, what is that divine power, how it can change our lives altogether. Before that, what prasadams we are giving, actually, I have already told you that divine power can be stored in anything and everything. I have told you the incidents of the bow and arrow, the Agnastra, Varunastra, like that. It's very interesting to listen to those things. Vision, it is possible nowadays? Yes, I want you to show it is possible even today. That is why when I used to go for satsangas, I used to give everyone 20 rupees Indian currency note, not your euros. That can be energized. Euros can also be energized. There is nothing wrong in it. But 20 euros equals 2000 rupees for Indian currency. How much it can bring? That is why 20 rupees is more safer. And it can be. And it is energized. You take with me and you just test it. It is tested by lakhs of people. Whatever you pray for that, it will be given to you. Then you believe that one power is called the divine power. This is the first prasadam, that is the energizer 20 rupees. You should always keep it with you. Whenever you go outside, it serves two purposes. One is your protection. Second one, with whatever wish you go outside, that will be definitely it happens. That is the first one. The second one we are giving, it is there. Practically, you should be able to experience it. Otherwise, again, I will also become a theoretical person. I don't want to be a theoretical person. because many have given the theories. One more theory, what it can do? No, it will go to the history. That's all. Then another energizing is this. You call it as turmeric powder, but it is called as Haridra Amruta. Actually, this is also energizer. You are surprised to hear all these things. You may feel how it is possible. Only after experience you will feel that this is that one. And for anything disorders, you take one pinch before going to the bed. Yeah, make a cup of milk or water 5 days and give gap for 5 days and again 5 days. This has cured even the cancers, and it has brought the dialysis from 3 times a week to 1 time, and sometimes it has come without any dialysis one go ahead. And nowadays there is for the youngsters always a problem of menstruation. That is period problem is always there. That is PCOD or PCOS like that, sir. If such problems, this is a common factor in nowadays for the young ones. You take this a pinch now 5 days, and when you get the periods, those 5 days also you take within 2 months. The periods will be regularized. This is the experience of the thousands and thousands of my divine doctors. And for those who do not have the issues after marriage for a very long time also, we advise this to take, both of you take 5 days each, and the dear ladies ones has to take during their periods. Many, not one, not hundreds, thousands of people whom the doctors had clearly certified that you will not get any issue at all, they were also being conceived by these things. And this is called as the Haryamnubda. This is the second prasadam which you are receiving. You should aware of all these things, what you have to use it. That is why I am explaining this. And the third one is the akshata. Akshata means the yellow color rice. But if it energizes, what it becomes? It becomes mantra akshate. There is difference between akshate and mantra akshate. Now I am giving you in the plastic bag. You just transfer it to paper bag and keep in your puja room. Or if anyone is suffering with serious disorders in your family, you keep them below their pillow. But it should be packed in a paper cover, not the plastic. You keep it. Whenever you place it in your puja room for 30 days, after 30 days are over, you can put it for your cooking the food along with your rice. If you have kept below the pillow, you have to throw it below the before a tree or a plant. This is the third akshata, and the fourth one is this one, Ashri Chakra. The another major problem is that especially the ladies faces during their menopause. There is such a hormonal changes in them. They feel during that period they are alone. So much of fear, so much of negativity is there to them. And many used to call me, so they are sitting with the husband and the children, they feel, I am alone, what shall I do? I may die at any time, what about my children? Unnecessary these thoughts, they woke up mid in the night and they do not get further sleep at all. All negative thoughts used to come, all negative dreams comes to them. They feel always fearful. This is one type of psychological, major psychological problem. The second type of psychological problem which is observed is that my son or daughter has gone to depression. This word depression, I don't want to go in detail. It is already 11. I have to stop. Why it is created, how it is created, what's the purpose, and how it is helps. Everything is logical, but there is no time for me to explain. There is another type of psychological problem called the depression. The third type of problem is that many, I don't know whether it is there here in Europe or not, but in India it is true that many says, my daughter is so nice, she's studying well, but whenever the Amavasya or Purnima, the full moon day or the new moon day comes, she behaves in a different way. She talks something nonsense. We have gone to various hospitals and gone through various scannings, and all reports are normal. There is nothing, doctors say there is nothing, but yet she behaves in a different way on Purnima or Amavasya, that is full moon day or new moon day. Then what we have to do for these things? And even many doctors, they are studying MBBS, they are going to become, they are having so much of fear. That is, for all these things, what best we could have, I have actually taken the photograph of the Sri Chakra whom I worship every day. The story behind this Sri Chakra is that my Guru, after teaching me everything, one day he called me about 6 years back and told, Nagendra, I am going to leave this body. I want to hand over all my assets to you. You make use of it for the welfare of the human being. You know I'm a sannyasi. I'm having no other asset except the spiritual assets. I'm having 4 assets. He said, one is Sri Chakra, the second one is Dalita Sahasranama, the third one is Om Hrim Parashakti Namaha Siddhi Mantra, the fourth one is the divine power. So far I have gathered for the past 20 years of penance. I'm handing you to all these things. Then he placed Sri Chakra on my palm and he said, Sarvam Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Then this person has come into the existence. The father has got so much of assets that the son lives happily. The Guru has given so much of power, and this person is using those powers. It is not the self-earned, it is the power given by the Guru. Then that Sri Chakra, when we started puja, and I am giving the photo of this, you keep in your home. This removes all type of negativity. I was telling you also yesterday, Krishnastami, I was telling you what Krishna was telling. There is no such aspect called darkness. There is no phenomena called the darkness in the world at all. The absence of light is called the darkness. This is how Krishna puts in his way. There is no such thing called, we always use the word negativity, negative vibration, negative energy like that. There is no such thing called as the negativity, but the absence of positivity is called the negativity. Then how to do? It's a various, I can explain you days together how it is. It is not just you believe this, you do this, and not like that. Everything should be based on a logical base, because without a logical base, I myself do not accept anything. It should be concluded with logical. That is why more youngsters are with me, because they want the logical base. Not that they do not accept these things. They accept. If you could able to convince them with the logical and the scientific base, they are more and more interested to accept these things than the older one. That is how. And this photo, you keep it in your home or puja room or in your almirah, no problem. If any such problems are there, that like fear, etc., 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 you keep this below the pillow. You have to keep 2 things. One is the Sri Chakra photo, and another is the mantra. Those things, you definitely, without any doubt, that will take care. That will take care. This is so important for me. I could have given you the photo of the Sri Chakra, but I am sure you may lose it. That is why I used to get lamination fund, because it is so important for me in your life. This serves so much, because that is why lots of laminations you used to do, and after laminating only I am giving to you, so that this even this will be given to you now for Kumkumarchane also. After Kumkumarchane, you take home. This is the thing. And the last one is, I have already told you that our ancestors, the rishis, they had an art of storing the energy at various levels. This is another interesting factor. This is another interesting factor. Whatever the energy is there, you are all learned people, you know, any energy cannot be used directly without storing. Without storing, you cannot use any power or the energy. You may purchase a good SIM for your mobile, paying some lakhs of euros. You may put it in your mobile, but after some time, if you do not charge your mobile, it will come dead. Why? It has to be energized. There is a small battery inside that stores the power there. Without that, how much amount you give, mobile will not work. This is the principle which our ancestors used to adopt long back. They searched, they found that so much of divine power. Then where can we store? Before using it has to be stored. Only if you store, then only it can be used. Without storing, one cannot any type of energy. Whatever may be even the physical energy, you cannot use it without storing. They searched. It's a long, big stories, a big incidents out. I will brief you in 1 minute. They started storing in small letters. They are called as Bijaksharagalu. Om, Aim, Reem, Kleem, Shreem, Sauhu. These are not just letters. These are the power packets. They have energized. They had the art of putting the power in those letters. They are called as Bijakshara. For we people, the family ones, the Bijakshara for us is Hreem, H-R-E-E-M, Hreem. The Bijakshara is Hreem. The power packet is Hreem. To get rid of all your difficulties, all sorrows, and to get the peace of mind, and whatever the wishes, that is, even Lalita Sahasranama, it is said, Hreemkari, Hreemati, Hrudya, Heyo, Padeya, Vajjita. Hreem is the most powerful. They have given to chant. They have asked you to chant Hreem, but it is very difficult to chant only Hreem. That is why what they made it. Om Hreem Parashakte Namaha. Here really what is the power packet here? It is the Hreem. If you able to chant the Bijakshara in a systematic way, if you just say Om Hreem Parashakte Namaha, Om Hreem Parashakte, it will not give you any result. Om Hreem Parashakte Namaha. Om Hreem Para. That Hreem gives so much of energy. That it liberates so much of. I was telling you, they had the art of storing the energy. First they have stored in some letters. Then they have stored in some words. And they are called as Veda mantras. Veda mantras are not there just for pujas. It is for the power packets. Then they stored in the sentences. First letters, that is Bijakshara. Second words, that is Veda mantra. The third in sentences, that is called as the stotra, like Lalita Sahasrama, Durga Saptashi, Lakshmi Hrudayasya stotras. Then what they did, they stored in a book and said, if you cannot do anything, you just keep it the book in your house. That removes if any negativity is there. That means the positivity will come to your house. Yatrai, that is there in the Rigveda. Yatrai tatpustakam tiste Lakshmi Narayanatmakam Bhuta Pesha Vaitalam Bhayam Tatra Najayate. Declared whatever the type of negativity is there in your house, you just keep this book in your house. That will take care of it. When you found that we got printed this book that is called as Shri. If you just keep this book in your house, it removes all type of negativity. You remember, all these things are not mine. I am just handing over you what I have received from the ancestors. Don't think I am doing something new. It is not at all anything new here. It is very, very old concept which we have forgotten. By the grace of the divine, you are able to get back it. That's all. That is why this book is also there. Then you may ask me one question. The last one question. Yes, I receive all these things I do. Whether I want to do something of myself, yes, you have to do two things. You have to. One is japa and another is prarthana, prayer. Japa and prayer, they plays a very, very vital role. What japa you have to do? Om Hrim Parashakti Nama. That Hrim gives you boost the all energies that is required. And the prayer. Prayer is a very new concept for all Hindus, but it is common in all other religion. If you ask any Christian, why do you go to the church on Sunday? Everyone, you interview crores of people, they say only prayer. They never use any other word. If you ask any Mohammedan brothers, why you go on Fridays to the mosque, they say namaz, that is the prayer. When I ask you why you go to the temple, to look at the God or to take darshan of God, we never use the word prayer because we are not doing. But the prayer plays a very, very vital role. Then what we have to pray? That is given in again Atharvana Veda, Lakshmi Hrudya Rahasya. Suvarna Vrishtim Kurume Gruheshi, Sudhanya Vruddhim Kurume Gruheshihi, Kalyana Vruddhim Kurume Gruheshihi, Vibhuti Vruddhim Kurume. These four things we have to ask. That is how these things are there. And the last, and even there are so many issues to me. There are four types of taking the blessings. One is darshana, second one is parshana, the third one is sambhashane, and the fourth one is samvedane. If I go on explaining all these things, it will take more time. Samvedane means if you look at my photo and pray something, that will happen. That is called as a, because you are here, I am at there somewhere in India. One may be in Australia. Apaji, he says, okay, my child, don't worry. That happens. That is called as the Samvedana. That is called as, you may call it as sixth sense or telepathy, whatever the name used. That is being used as the Samvedane in the practices. That's the Homa Prasada is there. And lastly, sticker is there? No, not got that? Okay, no problem. So with all these things, the very purpose is that you can change your life by using the divine power. That means you have to do whatever has been assigned to you. Don't change your activity. That is very, very important. We are not advising, and even myself, even Krishna has not advised anybody to change. Even Ramakrishna Paramahamsa or no great persons has asked to change your activity. No. You do whatever the activity, but change your vision. Change your vision. That changing of vision itself will change the whole thing. The change of vision will give you the whole thing. That is how it is very, very important for us. Once what happened, I was telling you about Samvedana, the photo. If you keep the photo of Apaji, if you say Apaji is there, I am always there. If you say Apaji photo is good, it becomes the photo. The last one incident I did, just remember, I conclude. Once Swami Vivekananda, he was going around the India as Parivrajaka. After sannyasa, he was going around he came to Rajasthan. Jaipur, there was one king called the Mangal Singh, I think, Mangal Singh. He used to believe the God, but he is against to this, the puja, the worshipping the idols and the photos of the God. When Vivekananda came to this Jaipur, Raja Mangal Singh invited him, and the Raja court is there, everyone was sitting there. This Mangal Singh wanted to tease Swami Vivekananda. He told, what Swami you are all doing? You are telling the people to worship the idols and the photos. You should go to the people and say, God is there, but these idols are not the God. You have to teach, but you are doing against to Hinduism. Like that, he was teasing Swami Vivekananda a long time. Everybody is there. Vivekananda was sitting there. Then he looked around. Then he found a big photo was of this Maharaja was hanging to some pole there. Then he asked, the Vivekananda asked the minister, Minister, please come here. What, Maharaj? I want that photo. Get it down. What for? I want it. Get it down. The photo was, he clapped. The minister clapped. The servants came. They got the photo there. Then Vivekananda told, here, look at me. Now I request all of you to go there and you throw your, you kick the photo. Which is the photo? Photo of this Raja is there. The Vivekananda is telling all the courtiers, you go and kick that photo and come back. The whole court was silent because it's the photo of Maharaja himself. Everybody was shivering what Vivekananda is telling. 5 minutes passed. Then Vivekananda asked the minister, come here. Nobody is obliging and carrying my orders. I ask you to go and kick that photo. Then the minister said, sorry, I cannot. Sorry, what for? No, not only me, anybody on this cannot do that. Why? What Maharaj you are telling is a photo of our king. It's nothing but the photo of our king. What your king? You see, the person who is on the throne is your king, not that photo. That photo is not your king. You go and kick that photo. Then she said, sorry, we cannot do. Why? Then the minister told, even in that photo, we find our king there, hence we cannot give any disrespect to the photo. We find our king himself in that photo itself, hence we cannot kick that photo. Rajan, you just hear to me. You see that photo? It's only a picture. It is not you. You are sitting here. Nobody is ready to give disrespect to that photo because they presume that you are there. We the Hindus also presume that God is there in each and every idols and the photos. That is Hinduism. Then he walked out of the court. If you feel that it is there, it is there. It will not become a photo. It is not just an idol. If you feel it is not just a kalasha, you put some kalasha for worshipping. If you feel that God is there, it is there. There only the presumptions make. That is called as the Bhavani Bhavana. With these words, I have taken a lot of time. The total concept is that we have come here, not to this bus or Dublin, come to this earth to have a peaceful and happy life. Of course, our prarabdhas, primitives also play very important and vital role. Apart from that also, we are not come here not to suffer something and go out. Oh, let me go. That should not be our attitude. Till we live here, we have to live with a smile. My Guru used to tell us, tell me always, tell all the disciples. He was telling one thing. I will give you 2 mantras. One is Om Hrim Parashakti Namaha. Another one is be happy and keep on smiling. This is the second mantra. You may forget the first mantra. On behalf of you, I will do that. But you have to do this one. Be happy and keep on smiling. The very purpose is we have to live the real happiness, not the happiness of the European countries. The real happiness, we have to have a peaceful and real happiness in our life, and we should go and we should leave this earth with a smile on our face. We should say bye bye when we leave this earth and go back to our original place We should go with a smile, not with a sorrow or tears in our eyes. We should go with a smile. Okay, bye. I had a nice time with you. That is the purpose of life. With that purpose only, we are conducting this, and very very happy that Namrata and Yashpal come here. They had invited me to come to their place. Yashpal is they have we are at Thailand. Actually, they wanted to have satsanga at Bangalore itself. They are all from Bangalore in Karnataka. But I told no, no, no. I will come to Dublin itself. You conduct the satsanga there. Then they have arranged on this, and it's a concept has to go that it is there, and it is the wish of the divine to be here. And I bless you both of them, and once you are also. And the last words to you always is be happy and keep on smiling. With these blessings to you, I conclude my these words. Jai Shri Mata. Jai Shri Mata. You play some song, you give them the Kunkumarchana, so that by 12 we have to complete the Kunkumarchana. Om Hrim Parashakti Namaha. Om Hrim Parashakti Namaha. Om Hrim Parashakti Namaha. Om Hrim
Ambasambhavi Chandramauliravara Parnama Bhagavate Kami Haimavati Sivatinuri Kamjayani Vairavi Savitri Namayamana Shubhakari Samrajalakshmi Praya Chitruti Paradevata Bhagavati कल्याणी पुरुराज बिंबवदन धूम्राक्ष संहारी चित्रूपी परदेवता भगवती श्री कंकणधरी केयूरहाराणि जाति चंपक वैजयन्ति लहरी गंभीर कैराजिता वीणा वेणु विनोद मंडितकरा वीरासने संस्थिता चित्रूपी परदेवता भगवती श्री राजराजेश्वरी अम्बारा श्रीभद्रकाली भवना ज्वालामुखी वैष्णवी ब्रह्माणि त्रिपुरान्तकी सुमूर्ता देदीप्यमानोज्ज्वला चामुण्डी श्रीकरक्षदोषजननी दाक्षायणी पल्लवी चित्रूपी परदेवता भगवती श्री राजराजेश्वरी
No problem, you can sit there on the chair itself. It is not necessary that you should sit on the ground itself.
That is why chairs are being used.
भगवती श्री राजराजेश्वरी
Devi Mata. I think you are ready with Kumkumarchani.
अम्बा कृष्ण विनाश पालन करी आलोय संशोभिता
2-minute introduction about this Lalita Sahasranama. It's the most powerful. I have told you, it is energized. Divine energy is there in Lalita Sahasranama. I don't want to go very deep into it. Actually, there was one Nirguna Nirakara Parabrahma, that is what Vedanta and even our science accept. There was only one thing. It wants to see itself in various ways. Then what happened? A big explosion has taken place. If you go through the Big Bang theory of the science, you will understand this. Big Bang theory, that is one. A great explosion has taken place. When there is an explosion, it's a common nature, there will be some vibrations. Wherever some explosions are there, that vibration will always be there. And this vibration is called as the Parashakti. We may understand what is this Parashakti, Vara Parashakti. Parashakti is not it is nothing other than the great vibration that has taken place when the explosion has taken place, and it has not come to the end till now. It is continuing. That vibration is responsible for creation, destruction, and sustaining of the whole universe. The vibration is called as the Parashakti. The great Parashakti means the great energy. The great energy is called as the Parashakti in Sanskrit. That the energy is there. And when this has been explained, people could not understand what is this, how this, because our mind cannot conceive what is that energy. Because there is no form, no name. If one says only that energy is there, how you can? Then what they did, they, in a most methodical way, in a geometrical way, they represented this. And this is called as the Sri Chakra. Sri Chakra is nothing but the explanation of this Parashakti in a mathematical way. There is a very close relationship. Don't think this spirituality is away from all your science. And no, it is a part and parcel and the base of this science. The mathematical way of representing this Parashakti, that is the great vibration, is Sri Chakra. Sri Chakra is not just a god. It represents the whole universe within itself, the Sri Chakra. Even then the mind could not conceive what is this Sri Chakra. And naturally the question comes, who is there in the Sri Chakra? A ordinary man cannot understand. Then they came, the Lalita Sahasranama, to explain this Parashakti. Then there came the Lalita Sahasranama. Even that Lalita Sahasranama, people could not understand. What is that then? Then the Rishis made it very clear. Shri Chakraraja Nilaya Shrimat Tripura Sundari Shri Shiva Shiva Shakti Rupini Lalita. The last stanza of Lalita Sahasranama saying that she is called as Lalita. They have given a name and form. Now the mind can conceive what it is. Then they have told Shiva Shiva Shakti Rupini Lalita. They have used the two words Shiva and Shiva Shakti. Are they all different? Shiva and Shiva Shakti. They are not different. That is how the great scientists of our age old Rishis were there. Not nowadays scientists. Shiva Shiva Shakti Rupini. They have put two words to explain the Sri Chakra. Shiva Shiva Shakti Rupini. Shiva is, if you could able to understand, you catch it. Shiva is power and Shakti is power in action. Power in action. Shiva, Shiva Shakti. Power in action. You may have a bullet in your gun. You may understand the potential energy and the kinetic energy. Potential energy can be converted into kinetic energy. This potential energy is called the Shiva, the power. When it put into action, it is Shakti. Shiva, Shakti are not two different things. They are the power and the power in action of the whole universe, and that is represented by Lalita. That is why they have concluded Shiva, Shiva Shakti Aikya Rupini, Lalitambika. This Lalita Sahasranama itself is most powerful. Itself is most powerful. That is, there are other things also, Durga Saptati, etc. The most powerful which an ordinary man can reach to that energy, divine energy. It is possible easily with this Lalita Sahasrama. That is why Lalita Sahasrama had taken so much of importance. Lalita Sahasranama is not just for chanting. Lalita Sahasranama is not just for Kunkumarchana. It is, the purpose is to reach that energy. That energy is called as Jagannatha. Is it possible? Yes. How it is possible? You look at me. I have not gone to any forest, do any penance, etc. By leading an ordinary life, by a strict following some of these things, you can also reach that energy. You can have that. You should have the experience of that energy. That is very nice. And Kunkumarchana is one is that. And here Bhavani Bhavanagamya. That pray, the presumption is very, very important in all our life. In all our life. The whole world is moving in the presumption. It is not only the spiritual, even the materialistic world also. If you presume the world is nice, the world is nice. If you presume the world is so bad, the world is bad. For some people, world is so nice. For some people, world is so bad. I have to leave this world as quick as possible. Why? World is the same for each and one one. But what the presumptions they have, that is my Guru, Swami Virijananda Saraswati, when newly wedded couples used to come to him for his blessings, he used to call that lady and bless her. And she used to tell, you just hear to these words what he was blessing. Presuming, you just catch this is very important. Presuming your husband as a slave, you will become the wife of a slave. Presuming your husband as a king, you will become the queen. Able to catch it? If you presume and act and behave with your husband as your slave, you will become the wife of a slave. If you presume and behave and act that your husband is a king, then you will become queen. Then he used to call the boy and say, if you presume and act your wife as a slave, then you will become the husband of a slave. If you presume, act and react with your wife as a queen, then you will become the king. This is the whole life. This is the presumptions. This makes the life your very thing. How you treat the others, you will get back. If you treat them as slave, you will become the boss of the slave. If you make them king, you will become queen. If you make them queen, you will become the king. The whole in the spiritual field also this prism. Because why I am telling, Kunkumachan, you have given the Sri Chakra. If you feel that it is just a photo, it's a photo. But you should presume Sri Chakra is there. It is not just Sri Chakra. You have to presume Jagannatha herself is sitting in the Sri Chakra. And you are doing Kunkumarchana, not to Sri Chakra card. It is not to the Sri Chakra photo. It is for the Jagannatha herself had come. Really, I am blessed to do the Kunkumarchana. I am so blessed because I am doing Kunkumarchana to the lotus feet of the Jagannatha. You should be able to presume. Look, their feet, the feet of the Jagannatha, Lalita Tripura Sundari. The right foot and the left foot. You should be able to see her ankles, etc. All these presumptions only, that is Bhavani, Bhavanagamya, with the presence that it is not that you are doing the Kumkumachana on a card of Sri Chakra. Jaganmata herself had come, she is sitting before you, and you are doing Kumkumarchana with all devotion. Devotion is nothing but the love. Pure love is called the devotion. With all love, you are loving, you are just doing the Kumkumarchana. Last words, you are doing Kumkumarchana not to Lalita Tripura Sundari, but your own Ma. Lalita Tripura Sundari is not just a goddess, is not just a divine. She is our own Ma. I am so fortunate this day, on this auspicious day, at this auspicious time. I have given an opportunity to be with my Ma for 30 minutes. You have to presume. Then only you will get. If you do some mechanically what it is there, even a floor mill can do all these things. If you presume, you will get that. If you do not presume, it becomes mechanical. So presuming that the god Ma Lalita had herself had come and she is sitting before you with a smiling face. That is why while doing any Kumkumarchana or puja, we should always be smiling. Ma wants all her children to be happy and smiling. It is the ambition of every mother on this earth that their children should always be happy. Every ma wants her children should always be smiling. That is how you should also do the Kumkumarchana with all smile in your face and the devotion and the love in your heart. Let us start. Don't start the Kumkumarchana. Let us do the preliminary things itself. Then I will ask you to start. Then only you can start the Kumkumarchana. You sit straight. Take a long breath. Inhale and exhale slowly 2 to 3 times. Now I chant Omkara, then you repeat this, go for 3 times. सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः श्रीगणेशाय नमः श्रीसरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीपादवल्लभनरसिंहसरस्वती श्रीगुरुदत्तात्रेयाय नमः ॐ हसन्मुखाय विद्महे प्रेमरूपाय धीमहि तन्नो विरजानन्दः प्रचोदयातु ॐ अमृतहस्ताय विद्महे महाशक्तिनेत्राय धीमहि तन्नो अप्पाजि प्रचोदयातु ॐ सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते सृष्टिस्थितिविनाशानां शक्तिभूते सनातनी गुणाश्रये गुणमये नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते शरणागतदीनार्था परित्राणपरायणे सर्वस्यार्तिहरे देवी नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते भयेभ्यस्त्राहिनो देवी दुर्गे देवी नमोऽस्तुते अम्मा या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मातृरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता
नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शान्तिरूपेण संस्थिता
नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु लक्ष्मीरूपेण संस्थिता
नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु चेतनेत्यभिधीयते नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः नमो देव्यै महादेव्यै शिवायै सततं नमः नमः प्रकृत्यै भद्रायै नियता प्रणता स्मताम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः अस्य श्रीललिता सहस्रनामस्तोत्रमाला मन्त्रस्य वशिन्यादिवाग्देवता ऋषयः अनुष्टुप् श्रीललिता परमेश्वरी देवता श्रीमद्वाग्भवकोटेति बीजं मध्यकोटेति शक्तिः शक्तिकोटेति कीलकं श्रीललिता महात्रिपुरसुन्दरी प्रसादसिद्धिद्वारा चिन्तितफलावाप्त्यर्थे पारायणे विनियोगः. Here the Vishinyadi Vagdevata Rishi says, whatever day that comes to my mind, Ma bless with that. Chintita palavaptyarte parayane vinyoga. That means whatever the thoughts comes to my mind during this, you please bless me. Now I will give you 20 seconds. You sit straight. Whatever you want, have only two, not more than two. You may, the list may be very long. That has to be happened within this year. The two requirements in your life that has to happen during this. You just pray within yourself for 20 seconds. Now the time starts. Jai Shrimad. Chintitapalavaप्त्यर्थे parayane viniyogah. It is not just a practice. You will see that will happen. Then you will understand what is that divine. Lamityadi pancha pujam kuryat. Don't start Kumkumachane. Lamityadi pancha pujam kuryat. Om lam prithvi tatvatmikaye Shri Lalita Devyai Gandham Parikalpayami. Om ham akasha tatvatmikaye Shri Lalita Devyai Pushpam Parikalpayami. Om yam vayu tatvatmikaye Shri Lalita Devyai Dhupam Parikalpayami. Om Brahmadni Tattvatmikaye Shri Lalita Devyai Amrutanevedhyam Parikalpayami. Om Shri Sadguru Priyatam Gnana Bhakti Vairagyam Parikalpayami. You now presume how the Ma is sitting before you to receive the Kumkumarchana. You just start looking her from her feet to the throne. Sinduraruna Vigraham Vinayanamadikyamouli Spurat Taranayaka Shekaram Smitamuki Mapina Vakshoruham Panibhyamali Purnaratna Chashakam Rattotpalam Vibratim Saumyam Ratna Ghatastarakta Charanam Dhyayet Paramambikam Dhyayet Paramambikam Dhyayet Paramambikam. Om Aim Hrim Shrim Shri Mata Lalitambikaye Namaha. Amma. Now Slowly, with a full of love to your smile, you start Kumkumarchana to the lotus feet of the Jagannatha Lalita Tripura Sundari. You come close. ओम श्री माता श्री महाराज्ञी श्रीमत्सिंहासनेश्वरी चिदग्निकुंड संभूता देवकार्य समुद्यता उद्यद्भानुसहस्रावा चतुर्बाहु समन्विता रागस्वरूप पाषाढ्या क्रोधाकाराङ्कुशोज्ज्वला मनोरूपेक्षुकोदण्ड पञ्चतन्मात्र सायक निजारुण प्रभापूरमज्जद्ब्रह्माण्ड मण्डला चंपकाशोकपुन्नाग सौगन्धिकलसत्कच कुरुविन्दमणिश्रेणीकनत्कोटीरमण्डिता अष्टमी चन्द्रविभ्राजदलिकस्थलशोभिता मुखचन्द्रकलङ्काभा मृगनाभिविशेषक वदनस्मरमाङ्गल्यगृहतोरणशिल्लिका वक्रलक्ष्मी परिवाहा चलन्मीनावलोचना नवचम्पकपुष्पाभना सा दण्डविराजिता ताराकान्तितिरस्कारी नासाभरणभासुरा कदम्बमञ्जरी क्लृप्ता कर्णपूरमनोहरा ताटङ्कयुगलीभूता तपनोडुपमण्डला पद्मरागशिलादर्शपरिभाविकपोलभूः नवविद्रुमबिम्बश्रीनित्यारिरधनश्चता शुद्धविद्याङ्कुराकारा द्विजपङ्क्तिद्वयोज्ज्वला कर्पूरवीथिका मोधा समाशश्च दिगन्तरा निजसल्लापमाधुर्यविनिर्भर्सितकच्छपि मन्दस्मितप्रभापूरमज्जत्कामेशमानसा अनाकलितसादृश्या चुबुकश्रीविराजिता कामेशबद्धमाङ्गल्या सूत्रशोभितकन्धरा कनकाङ्गदकेयूरकमनीयभुजान्विता रत्नग्रैवेयचिन्ताकलोलमुक्ता फलान्विता कामेश्वरप्रेमरत्नामणिप्रतिपणस्तनि नाव्यालवालरोमालीलताफलकुचद्वयी लक्षरोमलताधारता समुन्नेयमध्यमा स्तनबालदलन्मध्या पट्टबन्धवलित्रया अरुणारुणकौसुम्भवस्त्रभास्वत्कटीतटी रत्नकिङ्किणिकारम्यारशनाधामभूषिता कामेशज्ञातसौभाग्यमार्धवोरुद्वयान्विता माणिक्यमुकुटाकारा जानुद्वयविराजिता इन्द्रगोपपरिक्षिप्तस्मरतूर्णा भजङ्गिका गूढगुल्फा कूर्मपृष्ठा जयिष्णुप्रपदान्विता नखदीदिति सञ्चन्ननमज्जनतमो गुणा पदद्वयप्रभाजाला पराकृतसरोरुहा शिञ्जानमणिमञ्जीरमण्डितश्रीपदाम्बुज मराली मन्दगमना महालावण्यशेवदिः सर्वारुणा नवद्याङ्गी सर्वाभरणभूषिता शिवकामेश्वराङ्कस्था शिवा स्वाधीनवल्लभा सुमेरुमध्यशृङ्गस्था श्रीमन्नगरनायिका चिन्तामणिगृहान्तस्था पञ्चब्रह्मासनस्थिता महापद्माटवी संस्था कदम्बवनवासिनी सुधासागरमध्यस्था कामाक्षी कामदायिनी देवर्षिगणसङ्घातस्तूयमानात्मवैभवा भण्डासुरवधोद्युक्ता शक्तिसेना समन्विता सम्पत्करी समारूढ सिन्धुरव्रजसेविता अश्वारूढाधिष्ठिताश्वा कोटिकोटिभिरावृता चक्रराजरथारूढा सर्वायुधपरिष्कृता गेयचक्ररथारूढा मन्त्रिणी परिसेविता गिरिचक्ररथारूढा दण्डनाथा पुरस्कृता ज्वालामालिनिका क्षिप्ता वह्निप्राकारमध्यगा भण्डसैन्यवधोद्युक्ता शक्तिविक्रमहर्षिता नित्या पराक्रमा टोपा निरीक्षणसमुत्सुका भण्डपुत्रवधोद्युक्तबाला विक्रमनन्दिता मन्त्रिण्यम्बा विरचिता विशङ्कवदतोषिता विशुक्रप्राणहरणा वाराही वीर्यनन्दिता कामेश्वरमुखालोका कल्पितश्रीगणेश्वरा महागणेश निर्भिन्नविघ्नयन्त्रप्रहर्षिता भण्डासुरेन्द्रनिरुक्ता शस्त्रप्रत्यस्त्रवर्षिणी कराङ्गुलिनकोत्पन्न नारायणदशाकृतिः महापाशुपतास्त्राग्नि निर्दग्धासुरसैनिका कामेश्वरास्त्रनिर्दग्धा सवण्ढासुरशून्यका ब्रह्मोपेन्द्रमहेन्द्रादिदेव संस्तुतवैभवा हरनेत्राग्निसन्धग्धकामसञ्जीवनौषधिः श्रीमद्वाग्भवकूटैकस्वरूपमुखपङ्कजा कण्ठादकटिपर्यन्ता मध्यकूटस्वरूपिणी शक्तिकूटैकतापन्ना कट्यतो भागधारिणी मूलमन्त्रात्मिका मूलकूटत्रयकलेवर कुलाकरसिका कुलसङ्केतपालिनी कुलाङ्गना कुलान्तस्था कौलिनी कुलयोगिनी अकुला समयान्तस्था समयाचार तत्परा मूलाधारैकनिलया ब्रह्मग्रन्थिविभेदिनी मणिपूरान्तरुदिता विष्णुग्रन्थिविभेदिनी आज्ञाचक्रान्तरालस्था रुद्रग्रन्थिविभेदिनी सहस्राराम्बुजारूढा सुधासारा विवर्षिणी तटिल्लता समरुचिः षट्चक्रोपरि संस्थिता महाशक्तिः कुण्डलनी विसतन्तु तनीयसी अम्मा भवानी भावना गम्या भवारण्यकुठारिका भवानी भावना गम्या भवारण्यकुठारिका भवानी भावना गम्या भवारण्यकुठारिका भद्रप्रिया भद्रमूर्तिर्भक्त सौभाग्यदायिनी भक्तिप्रिया भक्तिगम्या भक्तिवश्या भयापः शाम्भवी शारदाराध्या शर्वाणी शर्मदायिनी शाङ्करी शीकरी साध्वी शरश्चन्द्रनिभानना चातोदरी शान्तिमती निराधारा निरञ्जना निर्लेपा निर्मला नित्या निराकारा निराकुला निर्गुणा निष्कळा शान्ता निष्कामा निरुपप्लवा नित्यमुक्ता निर्विकारा निष्प्रपञ्चा निराश्रया नित्यशुद्धा नित्यबुद्धा निरवद्या निरन्तरा निष्कारणा निष्कळङ्का निरुपाधिर्निरीश्वरा निरागारा घमतनी निर्मधा मदनाशिनी निश्चिन्ता निरहङ्कारा निर्मोहा मोहनाशिनी निर्ममा ममता हन्त्री निष्पापा पापनाशिनी निष्क्रोधा क्रोधशमनी निर्लोभा लोभनाशिनी निस्संशया संशयग्नि निर्भवा भवनाशिनी निर्विकल्पा निराबाधा निर्भेदा भेदनाशिनी निर्नाशा मृत्युमतनी निष्क्रिया निष्परिग्रहा निस्तुला नीलचिकुरा निरपाया निरत्यया दुर्लभा दुर्गमा दुर्गा दुःखहन्त्री सुखप्रदा दुष्टदूरा दुराचार शमनी दोषवर्जिता सर्वज्ञा सान्द्र करुणा समानाधिकवर्जिता सर्वशक्तिमयी सर्वमङ्गला सद्गतिप्रदा सर्वेश्वरी सर्वमयी सर्वमन्त्रस्वरूपिणी सर्वयन्त्रात्मिका सर्वतन्त्ररूपा मनोन्वनी माहेश्वरी महादेवी महालक्ष्मीर्मृडप्रिया महारूपा महापूज्या महापातकनाशिनी महामाया महासत्त्वा महाशक्तिर्महारतिः महाभोगा महेश्वर्या महावीर्या महाबला महाबुद्धिर्महासिद्धिर्महायोगेश्वरेश्वरी महातन्त्रा महामन्त्रा महायन्त्रा महासना महायागक्रमाराध्या महाभैरवपूजिता महेश्वर महाकल्पा महाताण्डवसाक्षिणी महाकामेश महिषी महात्रिपुरसुन्दरी चतुष्षष्ट्युपचाराढ्या चतुष्षष्टिकलामयी महाचतुष्षष्टिकोटियोगिनी गणसेविता मनुविद्या चन्द्रविद्या चन्द्रमण्डलमध्यगा चारुरूपा चारुहासा चारुचन्द्रकलाधरा चराचर जगन्नाथा चक्रराजनिकेतना पार्वती पद्मनयना पद्मरागसमप्रभा पञ्चप्रेतासनासीना पञ्चब्रह्मस्वरूपिणी चिन्मयी परमानन्दा विज्ञानघनरूपिणी अम्मा ध्यानध्यातृध्येयरूपा धर्माधर्मविवर्जिता विश्वरूपा जागरणी स्वपङ्क्ति तैजसात्मिका सुप्ता प्राज्ञात्मिका तुर्या सर्वावस्था विवर्जिता सृष्टिकर्त्री ब्रह्मरूपा गोप्त्री गोविन्दरूपिणी संहारिणी रुद्ररूपा तिरोधानकरीश्वरी सदाशिवानुग्रहदा पञ्चकृत्यपरायणा भानुमण्डलमध्यस्था भैरवी भगमालिनी पद्मासना भगवती पद्मनाभसहोदरी उन्मेषनिमिषोत्पन्न विपन्न भुवनावलिः सहस्रशीर्षवदना सहस्राक्षी सहस्रपात् आब्रह्मकीटजननी वर्णाश्रमविदायिनी निजाज्ञारूपनिगमा पुण्या पुण्यफलप्रदा श्रुतिसीमन्तसिन्दूरीकृतपादाब्जदूलिका सकलागमसन्दोहशुक्तिसम्पुटमौक्तिका पुरुषार्थप्रदा पूर्णा भोगिनी भुवनेश्वरी अंबिकानादिनिधना हरिब्रह्मेन्द्र सेविता नादरूपा नामरूप विवर्जिता अम्मा Hreenkari, Hrimati, Vrudya, Heyo, Padeya, Varjita. I have already told you why that Hreem is very important. That is the base, that is the energy of the Jagannatha Parashakti. Hreenkari, Hrimati, Vrudya, Heyo, Padeya, Varjita. Hreenkari, Hrimati, Vrudya, Heyo, Padeya, Varjita. Raja Raja, Shita, Ragni, Ramya, Rajiva, Lochana. రంజనీ రమణీరస్యారణత్కింకిణి మేఖలా రమారాకేందువదనారతి రూపారతి ప్రియా రక్షాకరీ రాక్షసగ్ని రామారమణలం పట కామ్యా కామకళారూపా కదంబ కుసుమ ప్రియా కళ్యాణి జగతి కందా కరుణారస సాగర కళావతి కళాలాపా కాంతా కాదంబరీ ప్రియా వరదా వామనయనా వారుణి మద విఫల విశ్వాదిక వేద వేద్యా విద్యాచల నివాసిని విధాత్రి వేద జనని విష్ణు మాయా విలాసిని క్షేత్రస్వరూపా క్షేత్రేషి క్షేత్ర క్షేత్రజ్ఞపాలిని క్షయవృద్ధి వినిర్ముక్త క్షేత్రపాల సమర్చిత విజయా విమలా వంద్యా వందారుజన వత్సల వాగ్వాదిని వామకేశి వన్హి మండల వాసిని భక్తి మత్కల్పలతికా పశుపాశ విమోచని సంవృత శేషపాఖండ సదాచార ప్రవర్తిక తాపత్రయాగ్ని సంతప్త సమాహ్లాదన చంద్రిక తరుణీ తాపసారాధ్యా తనుమధ్యాతమోపహ చితిస్తత్పద లక్షార్థ చిదేకర సరూపిణి స్వాత్మానందల విభూత బ్రహ్మాధ్యానంద సంతతి పరా ప్రత్యక్షతి రూపా పశ్యంతి పరదేవత మధ్యమా వైఖరీ రూపా భక్త మానస హంసిక కామేశ్వర ప్రాణనాడే కృతజ్ఞ కామ పూజిత శృంగార రస సంపూర్ణ జయా జాలంధర స్థిత ఓ జ్ఞానపీఠ నిలయా బిందు మండల వాసిని రహోయాగక్రమారాధ్య రహస్తర్పణ తర్పిత సద్య ప్రసాదిని విశ్వసాక్షిణి సాక్షివర్జిత షడంగ దేవతాయుక్త షాడ్గుణ్య పరిపూరిత నిత్య క్లిన్నా నిరుపమా నిర్వాణ సుఖదాయిని నిత్యా షోడశికా రూప శ్రీకంఠార్థ శరీరిణి ప్రభావతి ప్రభారూప ప్రసిద్ధ పరమేశ్వరి మూల ప్రకృతిరవ్యక్త వ్యక్త వ్యక్త స్వరూపిణి వ్యాపిని వివిధాకార విద్యా విద్యా స్వరూపిణి మహాకామేశ నయన కుముదాహ్లాద కౌముది భక్తహార్దతమో వేద భానుమద్భాను సంతతి శివదూతి శివారాధ్య శివమూర్తి శివంకరి శివప్రియా శివపరా శిష్టేష్టా శిష్ట పూజిత అమ్మా అప్రమేయ స్వప్రకాశ మనోవాచామగోచర చిచ్చక్తిశ్చేతనా రూపా జడశక్తిర్జడాత్మిక గాయత్రీ వ్యాహృతి సంధ్యా ద్విజ బృంద నిషేవిత తత్వాసనా తత్వమయీ పంచకోశాంతరస్థిత నిస్సీమ మహిమా నిత్య యౌవనా మదశాలిని మదపూర్ణిత రక్తాక్షి మదపాటల గండభూ చందన ద్రవ దిగ్ధాంగి చాంపేయ కుసుమ ప్రియ కుశలా కోమలాకార కురుకుల్లా కులేశ్వరి కులకుండాలయ కౌల మార్గ తత్పర సేవిత కుమార గణనాథాంబా తుష్టి పుష్టిర్మతి ధృతి శాంతి స్వస్తిమతి కాంతిర్నందిని విఘ్ననాశిని తేజోవతి త్రినయన లోలాక్షి కామరూపిణి మాలిని హంసిని మాతామలయాచలవాసిని సుముఖీ నళిని సుబ్రూహ శోభనా సురనాయిక కాలకంఠి కాంతిమతి క్షోభిణి సూక్ష్మరూపిణి వజ్రేశ్వరి వామదేవి వయోవస్థా వివర్జిత సిద్ధేశ్వరి సిద్ధ విద్యా సిద్ధమాతా యశస్విని విశుద్ధ చక్ర నిలయ రక్తవర్ణా త్రిలోచన ఖట్వాంగాది ప్రహరణ వదనేక సమన్విత పాయసాన్న ప్రియా త్వక్స్తా పశులోక భయంకరి అమృతాది మహాశక్తి సమృత ఢాకినీశ్వరి అనాహతాబ్జ నిలయా శ్యామా భావదనద్వయ దంష్టోజ్వలాక్షమాలాదిధరా రుదిర సంస్థిత కాలరాత్ర్యాదిశక్తౌగవృతా స్నిగ్ధౌదన ప్రియ మహావీరేంద్ర వరదారాకిణ్యంబా స్వరూపిణి మణిపూరాబ్జ నిలయా వదనత్రయ సంయుత వజ్రాదికాయుధోపేత ఢామర్యాది విరావృత అమ్మా రక్తవర్ణ మాంసనిష్ట గుఢాన్న ప్రీత మానస సమస్త భక్త సుఖదాలాకిన్యంబా స్వరూపిణి స్వాదిష్టానాంబుజగత చతుర్వక్ర మనోహర శూలాద్యాయుధ సంపన్న పీతవర్ణాతి గర్విత ಮೇಧೋನಿಷ್ಠಾ ಮಧುಪ್ರೀತಾ ವಂದಿನ್ಯಾದಿ ಸಮನ್ವಿತ ದದ್ಯನ್ನಾಸಕ್ತ ಹೃದಯ ಕಾಕಿನಿ ರೂಪಧಾರಿಣಿ ಮೂಲಾಧಾರಾಂಬುಜಾರೂಢ ಪಂಚವಕ್ತ್ರಾಸ್ತಿ ಸಂಸ್ಥಿತ ಅಂಕುಶಾದಿ ಪ್ರಹರಣ ವರದಾದಿ ನಿಷೇವಿತ ಮುದ್ಗೌದನ ಸಕ್ತ ಚಿತ್ತ ಸಾಕಿನ್ಯಂಬಾ ಸ್ವರೂಪಿಣಿ ಆಜ್ಞಾಚಕ್ರಾಬ್ಜ ನಿಲಯ ಶುಕ್ಲವರ್ಣ ಷಡಾನನ ಮಜ್ಜಾ ಸಂಸ್ಥಾ ಹಂಸವತಿ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಸಮನ್ವಿತ ಹರಿದ್ರಾನೈಕರಸಿಕಾ ಹಾಕಿನಿ ರೂಪಧಾರಿಣಿ ಅಮ್ಮ ಸಹಸ್ರದಲ ಪದ್ಮಸ್ಥ ಸರ್ವವರ್ಣೋಪಶೋಭಿತ ಸರ್ವಾಯುಧರ ಶುಕ್ಲ ಸಂಸ್ಥಿತ ಸರ್ವತೋಮುಖಿ ಸರ್ವೌದನ ಪ್ರೀತ ಚಿತ್ತ ಯಾಕಿನ್ಯಂಬಾ ಸ್ವರೂಪಿಣಿ ಸ್ವಾಹ ಸ್ವಧಾಮತಿರ್ಮೇಧಾ ಶ್ರುತಿ ಸ್ಮೃತಿರುನುತ್ತಮ ಪುಣ್ಯಕೀರ್ತಿ ಪುಣ್ಯಲಭ್ಯ ಪುಣ್ಯಶ್ರವಣ ಕೀರ್ತನ ಕುಲೋಮಚಾಚಿತ ಬಂಧಮೋಚನಿ ಬಂಧುರಾಲಕ ವಿಮರ್ಶ ರೂಪಿಣಿ ವಿದ್ಯಾ ವ್ಯದಾಧಿ ಜಗತ್ಪ್ರಸೂ. ನಮ್ಮಮ್ಮ ನಮಗೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ? ವಾಟ್ ಶಿ ಗಿವ್ಸ್ ಟು ಮೀ? ಸರ್ವವ್ಯಾಧಿ ಪ್ರಶಮನಿ ಸರ್ವ ಮೃತ್ಯು ನಿವಾರಿಣಿ ಸರ್ವವ್ಯಾಧಿ ಪ್ರಶಮನಿ ಸರ್ವ ಮೃತ್ಯು ನಿವಾರಿಣಿ ಅಗ್ರಗಣ್ಯ ಚಿಂತ್ಯ ರೂಪ ಕಲಿಕಲ್ಮಶನಾಶಿನಿ ಕಾತ್ಯಾಯನಿ ಕಾಲಹಂತ್ರಿ ಕಮಲಾಕ್ಷ ನಿಷೇವಿತ ತಾಂಬೂಲ ಪೂರಿತ ಮುಖಿ ದಾಡಿಮಿ ಕುಸುಮ ಪ್ರಭಾ ಮೃಗಾಕ್ಷಿ ಮೋಹಿನಿ ಮುಖ್ಯಾಮೃಡಾನಿ ಮಿತ್ರರೂಪಿಣಿ ನಿತ್ಯ ತೃಪ್ತ ಭಕ್ತ ನಿಧಿರ್ನಿಯಂತ್ರಿ ನಿಖಿಲೇಶ್ವರಿ ಮೈತ್ರಾದಿವಾಸನಾ ಲಭ್ಯ ಮಹಾಪ್ರಳಯ ಸಾಕ್ಷಿಣಿ ಪರಾಶಕ್ತಿ ಪರಾನಿಷ್ಠಾ ಪ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಘನ ರೂಪಿಣಿ ಮಾದ್ವೀಪಾನಾಲಸಾ ಮತ್ತಾ ಮಾತೃಕಾ ವರ್ಣ ರೂಪಿಣಿ ಮಹಾಕೈಲಾಸ ನಿಲಯ ಮೃಡಾಣ ಮೃದು ದೋಲ್ಲತ ಮಹನೀಯ ದಯಾ ಮೂರ್ತಿರ್ಮಹಾ ಸಾಮ್ರಾಜ್ಯಶಾಲಿನಿ ಆತ್ಮವಿದ್ಯಾ ಮಹಾವಿದ್ಯಾ ಶ್ರೀವಿದ್ಯಾ ಕಾಮ ಸೇವಿತ ಶ್ರೀ ಷೋಡಶಾಕ್ಷರಿ ವಿದ್ಯಾ ತ್ರಿಕೂಟ ಕಾಮಕೋಟಿಕ ಕಟಾಕ್ಷ ಕಿಂಕರಿ ಭೂತ ಕಮಲಾ ಕೋಟಿ ಸೇವಿತ ಶಿರಸ್ಥಿತ ಚಂದ್ರ ನಿಭಾಪಾಲಸ್ತೇಂದ್ರಧನುಪ್ರಭಾ ಹೃದಯಸ್ತಾರ ವಿಪ್ರಖ್ಯಾ ತ್ರಿಕೋಣಾಂತರ ದೀಪಿಕಾ ದಾಕ್ಷಾಯಣಿ ದೈತ್ಯಹಂತ್ರಿ ದಕ್ಷ ಯಜ್ಞ ವಿನಾಶಿನಿ ದರಾಂದೋಲಿತ ದೀರ್ಘಾಕ್ಷಿ ದರಹಾಸೋಜ್ವಲನ್ಮುಖಿ ಗುರುಮೂರ್ತಿರ್ಗುಣನಿಧಿರ್ಗೋ ಮಾತಾ ಗುಹಜನ್ಮಭೂಃ ದೇವೇಶಿ ದಂಡನೀತಿಸ್ತಾ ದಹರಾಕಾಶ ರೂಪಿಣಿ ಪ್ರತಿಪನ್ಮುಖ್ಯರ ಕಾಂತಾತಿಥಿ ಮಂಡಲ ಪೂಜಿತ ಕಲಾತ್ಮಿಕಾ ಕಲಾನಾಥ ಕಾವ್ಯಾಲಾಪ ವಿನೋದಿನಿ ಸಚಾಮರ ರಮಾವಾಣಿ ಸೌವ್ಯ ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ಸೇವಿತ ಆದಿಶಕ್ತಿರಮೇಯಾತ್ಮ ಪರಮಾ ಪಾವನಾಕೃತಿ ಅನೇಕ ಕೋಟಿ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಾಂಡ ಜನನಿ ದಿವ್ಯ ವಿಗ್ರಹ ಕ್ಲೀಂಕಾರಿ ಕೇವಲ ಗುಹ್ಯ ಕೈವಲ್ಯ ಪದದಾಯಿನಿ ತ್ರಿಪುರಾ ತ್ರಿಜಗದ್ವಂದ್ಯ ತ್ರಿಮೂರ್ತಿ ತ್ರಿದಶೇಶ್ವರಿ ತ್ರ್ಯಕ್ಷರಿ ದಿವ್ಯ ಗಂಧಾಢ್ಯ ಸಿಂಧೂರ ತಿಲಕಾಂಚಿತ ಉಮಾ ಶೈಲೇಂದ್ರ ತನಿಯಾ ಗೌರಿ ಗಂಧರ್ವ ಸೇವಿತ ವಿಶ್ವಗರ್ಭ ಸ್ವರ್ಣಗರ್ಭ ವರದಾ ವಾಗದೀಶ್ವರಿ ಜ್ಞಾನಗಮ್ಯ ಪರಿಚ್ಛೇದ್ಯ ಜ್ಞಾನದ ಜ್ಞಾನ ವಿಗ್ರಹ ಸರ್ವ ವೇದಾಂತ ಸಂವೇದ್ಯ ಸತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಸ್ವರೂಪಿಣಿ ಲೋಪಾ ಮುದ್ರಾರ್ಚಿತ ಲೀಲಾ ಕೃಪ್ತ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಾಂಡ ಮಂಡಲ ಅದೃಶ್ಯ ದೃಶ್ಯರಹಿತ ವಿಜ್ಞಾತ್ರಿ ವೇದ್ಯವರ್ಜಿತ ಯೋಗಿನಿ ಯೋಗದ ಯೋಗ್ಯ ಯೋಗಾನಂದ ಯುಗಂಧರ ಅಮ್ಮ ಇಚ್ಛಾಶಕ್ತಿ ಜ್ಞಾನಶಕ್ತಿ ಕ್ರಿಯಾಶಕ್ತಿ ಸ್ವರೂಪಿಣಿ ಸರ್ವಾಧಾರ ಸುಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠ ಸದಸದ್ರೂಪಧಾರಿಣಿ ಅಷ್ಟಮೂರ್ತಿರಜಾಜೈತ್ರಿ ಲೋಕಯಾತ್ರಾ ವಿಧಾಯಿನಿ ಏಕಾಕಿನಿ ಭೂಮರೂಪ ನಿರ್ದ್ವೈತಾದ್ವೈತವರ್ಜಿತ ಅನ್ನದಾ ವಸುಧಾ ವೃದ್ಧಾ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಾತ್ಮೈಕ್ಯ ಸ್ವರೂಪಿಣಿ ಬೃಹತಿ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣಿ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಿ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಾನಂದ ಬಲಿಪ್ರಿಯ ಭಾಷಾರೂಪ ಬೃಹತ್ ಸೇನಾ ಭಾವ ಭಾವ ವಿವರ್ಜಿತ ಸುಖಾರಾಧ್ಯ ಶುಭಕರಿ ಶೋಭನಾ ಸುಲಭಾಗತಿ ರಾಜರಾಜೇಶ್ವರಿ ರಾಜ್ಯದಾಯಿನಿ ರಾಜ್ಯವಲ್ಲಭ ರಾಜಕೃಪಾ ರಾಜಪೀಠ ನಿವೇಶಿತ ನಿಜಾಶ್ರಿತ ರಾಜ್ಯಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಕೋಶನಾಥ ಚತುರಂಗ ಬಲೇಶ್ವರಿ ಸಾಮ್ರಾಜ್ಯದಾಯಿನಿ ಸತ್ಯಸಂಧಾ ಸಾಗರ ಮೇಕಲ ದೀಕ್ಷಿತ ದೈತ್ಯ ಶಮನಿ ಸರ್ವಲೋಕವಶಂಕರಿ ಸರ್ವಾರ್ಥದಾತ್ರಿ ಸಾವಿತ್ರಿ ಸಚ್ಚಿದಾನಂದ ರೂಪಿಣಿ ದೇಶಕಾಲ ಪರಿಚ್ಛಿನ್ನ ಸರ್ವಗಾ ಸರ್ವಮೋಹಿನಿ ಸರಸ್ವತಿ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಮಯಿ ಗುಹಾಂಬಾ ಗುಹ್ಯ ರೂಪಿಣಿ ಸರ್ವೋಪಾಧಿ ವಿನಿರ್ಮುಕ್ತ ಸದಾಶಿವ ಪತಿವ್ರತ ಸಂಪ್ರದಾಯೇಶ್ವರಿ ಸಾಧ್ವಿ ಗುರುಮಂಡಲ ರೂಪಿಣಿ ಕುಲೋತ್ತೀರ್ಣ ಭಗಾರಾಧ್ಯ ಮಾಯಾ ಮಧುಮತಿ ಮಹಿ ಗಣಾಂಬಾ ಗುಹ್ಯಕಾರಾಧ್ಯ ಕೋಮಲಾಂಗಿ ಗುರುಪ್ರಿಯ स्वतन्त्रा सर्वतन्त्रेशी दक्षिणामूर्तिरूपिणी सनकादिसमाराध्या शिवज्ञानप्रदायिनी चित्कलानन्दकलिका प्रेमरूपा प्रियङ्करी नाम पारायण प्रीतानन्दि विद्यानटेश्वरी मिथ्या जगदधिष्ठाना मुक्तिदा मुक्तिरूपिणी लास्यप्रियालयकरी लज्जारम्भादिवन्दिता भवदा वसुधा वृष्टिः पापारण्यदवानला दौर्भाग्यतूलवातूला जराभ्वान्तरविप्रभा भाग्याब्धिचन्द्रिका भक्तचित्तकेकि घना घना रोगपर्वतदम्बोली मृत्युदारुकुठारिका महेश्वरी महाकाली महाग्रासा महाशना अपर्णा चण्डिका चण्डमुण्डासुरनिशोधिनी क्षराक्षरात्मिका सर्वलोकेशी विश्वधारिणी त्रिवर्गदात्री सुभगा त्र्यम्बका त्रिगुणात्मिका स्वर्गापवर्गदा शुद्धा जपा पुष्पनिभाकृतिः ओजोवती द्युतिधरा यज्ञरूपा प्रियव्रता दुराराध्या दुरादर्शा पाटली कुसुमप्रिया महती मेरुनिलया मन्दारकुसुमप्रिया वीराराध्या विराट रूपा विरजा विश्वतोमुखी प्रत्यग्रूपा पराकाशा प्राणदा प्राणरूपिणी मार्ताण्ड भैरवाराध्या मन्त्रिणी निस्त्यराजदूः त्रिपुरेशी जयसेना निस्त्रैगुण्या परापरा सत्यज्ञानानन्दरूपा सामरस्य परायणा कपर्दिनी कलामाला कामदुःकामरूपिणी कलानिधिः काव्यकला रसज्ञा रससेवधिः पुष्टा पुरातना पूज्या पुष्करा पुष्करेक्षणा अम्मा परञ्ज्योतिः परं धाम परमाणुः परात्परा पाशहस्ता पाशहन्त्री परमन्त्रविभेदिनी मूर्ता मूर्ता नित्यतृप्ता मणिमानसहंसिका सत्यव्रता सत्यरूपा सर्वान्तर्यामिनी सती ब्रह्माणि ब्रह्मजननी बहुरूपा बुधार्चिता प्रसवित्री प्रचण्डाग्ना प्रतिष्ठा प्रकटाकृतिः प्राणेश्वरी प्राणधात्री पञ्चाशत्पीठरूपिणी विशृङ्खला विविक्तस्था वीरमाता व्यत्रसोः मुकुन्दा मुक्तिनिलया मूलविग्रहरूपिणी भावज्ञा भवरोगग्नि भवचक्रप्रवर्तिनी छन्दस्सारा शास्त्रसारा मन्त्रसारा तलोदरी उदारकीर्तिरुद्धाम वैभवावर्णरूपिणी जन्म मृत्युजरा तप्ता जनविश्रान्तिदायिनी सर्वोपनिषदुद्गुष्टा शान्त्यतीतकलात्मिका गम्भीरा गगनान्तस्था गर्विता गानलोलुपा कल्पनारहिता काष्ठा कान्ता कान्तार्थविग्रहा कार्यकारणनिर्मुक्ता कामकेलितरङ्गिता कनत्कनकताटङ्का लीला विग्रहधारिणी अजाक्षे विनिर्मुक्ता मुग्धा क्षिप्रप्रसादिनी अन्तर्मुखसमाराध्या बहिर्मुखसुदुर्लभा त्रयी त्रिवर्गनिलया त्रिस्ता त्रिपुरमालिनी निरामया निरालम्बा स्वात्मा रामा सुधा स्मृतिः संसारपङ्कनिर्मग्ना समुद्धरणपण्डिता यज्ञप्रिया यज्ञकर्त्री यजमानस्वरूपिणी धर्माधारा धनाध्यक्षा धनधान्यविवर्धिनी विप्रप्रिया विप्ररूपा विश्वभ्रमणकारिणी विश्वग्रासा विद्रुमा भावैष्णवी विष्णुरूपिणी अयोनिर्योनिनिलया कूटस्था कुलरूपिणी वीरगोष्ठी प्रिया वीरा नैष्कर्म्यानाथरूपिणी विज्ञानकलना कल्या विदग्धा मैन्दवासना तत्त्वादिका तत्त्वमयी तत्त्वमर्थस्वरूपिणी सामगानप्रिया सौम्या सदाशिवकुटुम्बिनी सौव्यापसौव्यमाध्यस्था सर्वापद्विनिवारिणी स्वस्था स्वभावमधुरा धीरा धीरसमर्चिता चैतन्याद्यसमाराध्या चैतन्यकुसुमप्रिया सदोदिता सदा तुष्टा तरुणादित्यपाटला दक्षिणा दक्षिणाराध्याधरस्मेरमुकाम्बुजा कौलिनी केवला नद्या कैवल्यपददायिनी स्तोत्रप्रिया स्तुतिमती श्रुतिसंस्तुतवैभवा मनस्विनी मानवती महेशी मङ्गलाकृतिः अम्मा विश्वमाता जगद्धात्री विशालाक्षी विरागिणी प्रगल्भा परमोदारा परामोदा मनोमयी व्योमकेशी विमानस्था वज्रिणी वामकेश्वरी पञ्चयज्ञप्रिया पञ्चप्रेतपञ्चादिशायिनी पञ्चमी पञ्चभूतेशी पञ्चसङ्ख्योपचारिणी शाश्वती शाश्वतैश्वर्या शर्मदा शम्भुमोहिनी धराधरसुता धन्या धर्मिणी धर्मवर्धिनी लोकातीता गुणातीता सर्वातीता शमात्मिका बन्धुककुसुमप्रख्या बाला लीला विनोदिनी सुमङ्गली सुखकरी सुवेशाढ्या सुवासिनी सुवासिन्यर्चन प्रीता शोभना शुद्धमानसा बिन्दुतर्पण सन्तुष्टा पूर्वजा त्रिपुराम्बिका दशमुद्रा समाराध्या त्रिपुरा शिवशङ्करी ज्ञानमुद्रा ज्ञानगम्या ज्ञानज्ञेयस्वरूपिणी योनिमुद्रा त्रिकण्ठेशी त्रिगुणाम्बा त्रिगोणगा अम्मा अनघाद्भुत चारित्रा वाञ्छितार्थप्रदायिनी अभ्यासातिशयज्ञाता षडद्वातीतरूपिणी अव्याजकरुणामूर्तिरज्ञानध्वान्तदीपिका आबालगोपविदिता सर्वानुल्लङ्घ्य शासना श्रीचक्रराजनिलया श्रीमत्त्रिपुरसुन्दरी श्रीशिवा शिवशक्त्यैक्यरूपिणी ललिताम्बिका श्रीचक्रराजनिलया श्रीमत्त्रिपुरसुन्दरी श्रीशिवा शिवशक्त्यैक्यरूपिणी ललिताम्बिका श्रीचक्रराजनिलया श्रीमत्त्रिपुरसुन्दरी श्रीशिवा शिवशक्त्यैक्यरूपिणी ललिताम्बिका एवं श्रीललिता देव्या नाम्नां सहस्रकं जगुः इति श्रीललिता सहस्रनाम स्तोत्रं सम्पूर्णं सर्वं श्रीजगदम्बार्पणमस्तु. Don't close now, just 1 minute. Our rishis, Vashinadi Vagdevata rishis has given this Lalita Sahasranama the most powerful weapon. And our rishis has taken out the power of Lalita Sahasranama in 3 Bijakshara. Om, Hreem, Shreem, Aim. Hreem, Shreem, Aim. These 3 Bijakshara put together, it becomes, for that you do some Kumkumarchana. Om, Aim, Hreem, Shreem, Shri Mata Lalitambika Yai Namaha. Om, Aim, Hreem, Shreem, Shri Mata Lalitambika Yai Namaha. Om, Aim, Hreem, Shreem, Shri Mata Lalitambika Yai Namaha. Sarvam Shri Jagadambarpanamastu. Next one, the most useful forum to use this Lalita Sahasranama is Om Hreem Parashakti Namaha. You do Kumkumarchana with 9 times, chanting Om Hreem Parashakti. That's the practical way of using the Lalita power of the Lalita Sahasranama. Om Hreem Parashakti Namaha.
Om Hreem Parashakti Namaha. Om Hreem Parashakti Namaha. Om Hreem Parashakti Namaha. Om Hreem Parashakti Namaha. Om Hreem Parashakti Namaha. Om Hreem Parashakti Namaha.
Om Hreem Parashakti Namaha. Sarvamangalamangale Shive Sarvarthasadike Sharanye Trayambake Gauri Narayani Namostute. Just last one. Actually, this is Shakti Prayoga, the use of divine power. Actually, there should not be any mistakes, but it happens. Whatever may be the care we take, for that, the measure, relief measure is to chant Jai Durge, Jai Durge, Jai Durge for 27 times, 9 into 3, 27 times. If there any mistakes has taken place during Kumkumarchana or chanting, that will be there. You know, if Kumkumar is there, you can do Archana or you can chant also. Just 9 into 3, Jai Durge, Jai Durge. Jai Durge, 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 Jai Durge. Jai Durge, 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 Jai Durge. जय दुर्गे 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 श्री महात्रिपुर सुंदरी प्रीयतां कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यस्य सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि हरिः ओम तत्सत् श्री कृष्णार्पणमस्तु सर्वं श्री जगदम्बार्पणमस्तु सर्वं श्री गुरुचरणार्पणमस्तु You just chant सिन्दूरारुण विग्रहां त्रिनयनां माणिक्यमौलिस्फुरत् तारानायकशेखरां स्मितमुखीमापीनवक्षोरुहां पाणिभ्यामलिपूर्णरत्नचषकं रक्तोत्पलं बिभ्रतीं सौम्यां रत्नघटस्थरत्नचरणां ध्यायेत् परामम्बिकां ध्यायेत् परामम्बिकां ध्यायेत् परामम्बिकाम्. Everything is done for a prayer. Let us conclude this Kumkumarchane with a prayer. If you know, you chant with me. Om Amrutahastaya Vidmahe Mahashakti Netraya Dhimahi
तन्नो अप्राजित प्रचोदयात् ॐ सुवर्णवृष्टिं कुरु मे गृहे श्री सुधान्यवृद्धिं कुरु मे गृहे श्री कल्याणवृद्धिं कुरु मे गृहे श्री विभूतिवृद्धिं कुरु मे गृहे श्री सुवर्णवृष्टिं कुरु मे गृहे श्री सुधान्यवृद्धिं कुरु मे गृहे श्री कल्याणवृद्धिं कुरु मे गृहे श्री विभूतिवृद्धिं कुरु मे गृहे श्री
अम्मा
सुवर्णवृष्टिं कुरु मे गृहे श्री सुधान्यवृद्धिं कुरु मे गृहे श्री कल्याणवृद्धिं कुरु मे गृहे श्री विभूतिवृद्धिं कुरु मे गृहे श्री लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त सन्मङ्गलानि भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति 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 हरिः ॐ तत्सत् सर्वं श्री जगदम्बार्पणमस्तु सर्वं श्री गुरुचरणार्पणमस्तु. Now you have that kumkum on the forehead as prasadam. Aarti Path puja temple sangha Shrita.
Keep like this.
Wait a minute.
ದೈವವಿಲ್ಲ ನಿನ್ನಂತ ಶಕ್ತಿಗೆ ಕೋಟಿ ಕೋಟಿ ವಂದನೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಮಹಿಮೆಗೆ ದಶಾವತಾರಿಯಾದೆ ದಶಾವತಾರಿಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿಯಾದೆ ಭಕ್ತ ಕೋಟಿಗೆ ಜನಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಮೃತಕ್ಕೂ ನೀನೆ ಸೋದರಿ ಆ ವಿಷ್ಣು ಹೃದಯದ ಪದ್ಮಸುಂದರಿ ಜನಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಮೃತಕ್ಕೂ ನೀನೆ ಸೋದರಿ ಆ ವಿಷ್ಣು ಹೃದಯದ ಪದ್ಮಸುಂದರಿ ಪದ್ಮಪ್ರಿಯ ಪದ್ಮಿನಿ ಪದ್ಮಲೋಚನೆ ಪದ್ಮನಾಭ ಪ್ರಾಣ ಕಾಂಚನಿಗೆ ಸಾಟಿ ದೈವವಿಲ್ಲ ನಿನ್ನಂತ ಶಕ್ತಿಗೆ ಕೋಟಿ ಕೋಟಿ ವಂದನೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಮಹಿಮೆಗೆ ದಶಾವತಾರಿಯಾದೆ ದಶಾವತಾರಿಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿಯಾದೆ ಭಕ್ತ ಕೋಟಿಗೆ भगवती श्रीराजराजेश्वरी अम्बारुद्री भद्रकाली वरदा ज्वालामुखी वैष्णवी ब्रह्माणि त्रिपुरासुरी सुमुदा दिव्यमानोज्ज्वला चामुण्डी श्रीकरक्षकोशजननी दाक्षायणी पल्लवी चित्रूपी परदेवता भगवती
अष्ट
सावित्री
शिव साधक साधिके शरणं
महाशक्तिरुद्राय धीमहि तन्नो अप्पाजि
पाजि प्रचोदयात् ॐ सुवर्णवृष्टिं कुरु मे गृहे श्रीः सुधान्यवृद्धिं कुरु मे गृहे श्रीः कल्याणवृद्धिं कुरु मे गृहे श्रीः विभूतिवृद्धिं कुरु मे गृहे श्रीः सुवर्णवृष्टिं कुरु मे गृहे श्रीः सुधान्यवृद्धिं कुरु मे गृहे श्रीः कल्याणवृद्धिं कुरु मे गृहे श्रीः विभूतिवृद्धिं कुरु मे गृहे श्रीः सुवर्णवृष्टिं कुरु मे गृहे श्रीः सुधान्यवृद्धिं कुरु मे गृहे श्रीः कल्याणवृद्धिं कुरु मे गृहे श्रीः विभूतिवृद्धिं कुरु मे गृहे श्रीः लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तसन्मङ्गलानि भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति 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 हरि ओम तत्सत् सर्वं श्री जगदम्बार्पणमस्तु सर्वं श्री गुरुचरणार्पणमस्तु
ಏನು ಅವರ ಅಜ್ಜಿ ಕೇಳಿಕೊಡು ಮಗುನ
ಕರುಣೆಯ ಕಡಲು ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಶ್ರೀಮಾತ ಹೃದಯ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಕರುಣೆಯ ಕಡಲು ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಶ್ರೀಮಾತ ಹೃದಯ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಅಮ್ಮನ ಹೃದಯದ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಕಷ್ಟವ ಪರಿಹರಿಸಿ ಇಷ್ಟವ ಕರುಣಿಸುವ ದಿವ್ಯ ಹೃದಯ ನಮ್ಮಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ದೈವಿ ಹೃದಯದ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಶ್ರೀಯಮ್ಮನ ಹೃದಯದ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ 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 ಶ್ರೀಯಮ್ಮನ ಹೃದಯದ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಮೂಢ ಹೃದಯಗಳು ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ತುಂಬುವ ಮನುಜ ಮನುಜರ ಹೃದಯ ಬೆಸೆಯುವ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ದೈವಿ ಹೃದಯದ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಶ್ರೀಯಮ್ಮನ ಹೃದಯದ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ದೈವಿ ಹೃದಯದ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಶ್ರೀಯಮ್ಮನ ಹೃದಯದ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ನಂಬದಿದ್ದವರಿಗೂ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಕರುಣಿಸುವ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ದೈವಿ ಹೃದಯದ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಶ್ರೀಯಮ್ಮನ ಹೃದಯದ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ದೈವಿ ಹೃದಯದ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಶ್ರೀಯಮ್ಮನ ಹೃದಯದ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಇಹದಲ್ಲೂ ಸುಖವ ಕರುಣಿಸಿ ಪರತತ್ವದೆಡೆಗೆ ಸೆಳೆಯುವ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ 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 ಶ್ರೀಯಮ್ಮನ ಹೃದಯದ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ 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 ಶ್ರೀಯಮ್ಮನ ಹೃದಯದ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ 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 ಶ್ರೀಯಮ್ಮನ ಹೃದಯದ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ
Rashmi. In the morning you have sent the message when you have to get up.
हाँ पढ़ी पढ़ी तो था मुझे शिवाला वाली पढ़ी आटला वाला नहीं गया लाइट बंद बिट्टो ಐಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಟ್ಲಾನ್ ಅಂತ ಊರು ಮನೆಯವರು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಬ್ಬರು ಶ್ರೀಧರ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ
ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಕರುಣೆಯ ಕಡಲು ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಶ್ರೀಮಾತ್ರ ಹೃದಯ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ 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 ಅಮ್ಮನ ಹೃದಯದ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ 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 ಅಮ್ಮನ ಹೃದಯದ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಕರುಣೆಯ ಕಡಲು ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಶ್ರೀಮಾತ್ರ ಹೃದಯ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ನಂದ ಜೀವಾತ್ಮಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂತಸರಿರುವ ಪ್ರಾಮಾಣಿಕ ಹೃದಯ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ 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 ಅಮ್ಮನ ಹೃದಯದ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ 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 ಅಮ್ಮನ ಹೃದಯದ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಕಷ್ಟದ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಅಮ್ಮನ ಹೃದಯದ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ.
Now this is an opportunity to get both of this and keep it different.
ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ತುಂಬುವ ಮನುಜ ಮನುಜರ ಹೃದಯ ಬೆಸೆಯುವ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ. ದೈವಿ ಹೃದಯದ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಅಮ್ಮನ ಹೃದಯದ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ. ದೈವಿ ಹೃದಯದ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಅಮ್ಮನ ಹೃದಯದ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ. ನಂಬದಿದ್ದವರಿಗೂ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಕರುಣಿಸುವ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ. ದೈವಿ ಹೃದಯದ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಅಮ್ಮನ ಹೃದಯದ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ. ದೈವಿ ಹೃದಯದ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಅಮ್ಮನ ಹೃದಯದ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ. ಇಹದಲ್ಲೂ ಸುಖವ ಕರುಣಿಸಿ ಪರತತ್ವದೆಡೆಗೆ ಸೇರುವ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ 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 ಶ್ರೀ ಅಮ್ಮನ ಹೃದಯದ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ. ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಅಮ್ಮನ ಹೃದಯದ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ. ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಅಮ್ಮನ ಹೃದಯದ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ.
ತ್ರಿಪುರ ಸುಂದರಿ
job. ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ
ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ ಲೈಕ್ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ನಮಗೆ ಹಾಗೆ ಇತ್ತು ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಒಂದು 5-10
Daughter's name?
It's Thursday. I come recently, 3-4 months as a family. When I had come here from Ericsson only, but now I'm a direct debit. Before I had come from now the EOC we got a tomorrow we are going to sign the